Ladies.
My turn now. And it's live. Hey guys, Gogsy here, and welcome back to Pass the Mic tonight. We've got a full card of 7 people. That's the most we've had so far, and hopefully it's just going to be a massive clusterfuck or whatever's going to happen. But I'm really looking forward to tonight, and we're going to start from left to right. We'll go with Stevie Wheels. How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, mate. How are you? Good?
I am all good in the hood, mate. All good. Covering the Chelsea-Rennes game. We've also got your boy Roscoe covering Leipzig and PSG. All right, man. Nappers is covering Sevilla Krasnodar.
Hello.
Hello. We've got Frazqwandro covering the Dennis fan club.
Club Brugge versus Borussia Dortmund there.
Yeah.
Couldn't fit it on.
We've got debutant James Noble, or as we all know, Plato in Sunderland Uni. He's covering Barcelona, Dynamo, Kyiv. Tell us a bit about yourself, man.
I'm from. Well, I'm not Scottish, as you can probably tell. But I'm from down in like the West Midlands, Liverpool fan. So I've been properly like spoiled over the last couple of years or so. But yeah, doing sports journalism at Uni of Sunderland, as you say.
Mm-hmm. And of course, we've got CSkillHD all the way from Czech Republic.
Hi.
Okay. That's it. So we'll start by reading some of the comments, and then we'll go diving into the previews for tonight's matches. Angus Shan says hello. Hello to Dynamite Heady. No, I'm not covering any game tonight. I'm just the Jeff Stelling of the stream. Stilly FC or Nathan Graham says hello. Hello, Josh Smith, Callum Davidson, Finlay Shaw. There's your shit, mate. There you go. A new token Englishman has appeared. And look, Hoopster, who's it going with? So first of all, who wants to go first with their preview?
Oh,
Stevie's the first to react.
Go on then. I'll go.
Go on, Stevie.
I'll do it. Sorry, God. I think it'll be a good game tonight. Two teams that like to play football. I fancy Chelsea though to be too strong. I just think they've got too much going forward. Looking at their lineup, which I will reveal to you shortly. But I fancy them to come out quite comfortable tonight.
Yeah, and what's your score prediction?
3-0 Chelsea.
That's interesting because I read a stat earlier on that in the last 66 matches, Rennes have only lost a game by 2 or more goals once. So it'll be an interesting one. We'll go to Roscoe next for PSG against Leipzig.
Yeah, so PSG Leipzig, on paper, this should be a bit of a goal fest and a good game. However, you've probably seen it before where these sort of games end up either 0-0 or 1-0. So we'll see what happens. PSG without Mbappe or Neymar tonight, so we'll see what happens. In terms of score prediction, I'll probably go with just 2-2, I think.
Nappers, what you think of Sevilla Krasnodar?
Krasnodar again. I think it's a side that Sevilla will look to win at home as well. They've got 4 points from their opening 2 games. We saw it early on a couple of weeks ago when William or Matthew covered the game and ended 0-0. And Matthew said it was the worst game. But again, they beat Rennes last week, so there'd be a chance to really challenge Chelsea after 3 games to the top of the group. They won the Europa League last year. Kras, only the 1 point -4 goal difference. I can only see a Seville 2 or 3-0 lead in this one.
Okay. Frazqwandro with the Dennis fan club, what are you saying?
I think this is going to be the 0-0. And this, I was saying it before kick-off, a positive result for either team could really enhance their chances of winning the group. But I think this is going to be an absolute bore fest. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Oh dear. James, what have you got to say about Barcelona, Dynamo Kyiv?
Nothing by the looks of it.
Oh no! Okay. Oh, he's been kicked out.
Man, you just had one cleared off the line, Gogsy, and by cleared off the line, I mean like it was inches for going in.
Oh, no. That was nearly level in it.
Still 2-1.
Callum, with the preview for Ferencvaros against Juventus.
I think Juve will want to bounce back after last week, after getting beat by Barca, and I think it's going to be a similar or the same result as their score at the weekend, which was 4-1 to Juventus. I think it will be pretty comfortable. Ferencvaros might get a goal, but I think in the end it will be a comfortable win for Juventus.
Perfect. So as James is back.
Hello, sorry,
hello.
Wi-Fi again, I think.
Don't worry about it, man. So what's your preview for Barcelona Dynamo Kyiv?
Well, it's an interesting one on paper because it looks like Barca are going to have to stick sort of one of their regular midfielders into the back four, assuming they're playing a back four. Most sort of apps seem to have Frankie de Jong in there, so I don't know whether it'll be him, Busquets, or potentially Pjanic next to PK. So we'll have to see how they shape up. But yeah, you'd expect them to edge it with the players they've got going forward. You look Messi, Fati, Griezmann, all in there. They're on 6 points, after 2 group games. Dynamo Kyiv on 1. So yeah, I think they'll be looking to get into a position where potentially come match day 4, they're able to wrap up place in the round of 16. So I'll go Barca 4-1.
4-1. Interesting. Very interesting. We'll go through some of the comments. Matthew is busy tonight, so he will not be on. Football Prime Ginger says hello. Stevie, have you got a line on tonight?
Yes, as always, I do.
Fantastic. Let's hear it.
I've got PSG to win, Dortmund and Juventus -1, and Reading and Forest as well. So I'm needing a Reading goal quickly.
What does that mean? What does -1 mean?
Need to win by more than 1 goal.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's the handicap on the old betting. And I have to say, gamble.
You weren't referring to me there, you were referring to...
No.
Hi, Cox. I think it was a bit dodgy on the words you used, mate.
Handicap on the betting again, Jesus Christ.
Oh dear. After getting cancelled again. Who's playing the tunes?
It's me. Sky Sports notifications. It's properly dramatic. If I'm not standing in the kitchen here or something, and one of those goes off, like I'll get looks like people like, everything all right?
Fair enough. Other questions? Football Prime Ginger says, "Hi Nappers, how did the Cods play last night despite losing to a good Charlton side?"
2-0 down. You can never give Charlton a 2-goal head start. Good form of play. I think they won the last 6, not conceding 7 prior. And then I follow play, a lot of replays, we score. Then they play another replay, we score again, 2 goals in about 55 seconds, I think it was. And then I thought we were the only side to go and win the game then. We dominated the ball, had good chances. They score a penalty, we lose the game. But we move on. They were a good side and we'll bounce back from that. And I'm really happy in the performance we've played because it's made me believe that we're the real deal this year.
Josh Smith says Matthew is away to the gay bar tonight.
Probably.
Probably.
I only knew the joke like 5 minutes ago and he's already appreciating it.
Ryan Dunbar says 2 Englishmen tonight. Don't know James, but I know a message for Nappers: stay strong during lockdown.
Fuck everyone else.
Aye, pretty much it, apparently.
All of us can get it and just not. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I know, John, I'm the fucking vulnerable one here and not even a mention for me, you know what I mean? Fuck off.
No. I've always loved you, Ryan. Lovely guy. Lovely guy.
Okay.
Even though he's a Blackpool fan, but
Sorry, I thought it was John that said it. Sorry, Ryan. Apologise, John.
Absolutely slaughtered.
right. Also going to go to the team lineups. So we'll start with Stevie and work our way around the grid. So Stevie, can you start off with the Chelsea lineup, please?
Yep, Chelsea go with a 4-2-3-1 tonight. In goals, they've got Edouard Mendy. They've got a back four of Reece James, Thiago Silva, Kurt Zuma and Ben Chilwell. Shielding the defence will be Jorginho and N'Golo Kante. And supporting Tammy Abraham up front, we've got Ziyech, Mason Mount and Timo Werner. Rennes go with a 4-3-3. In goals, they've got Alfred Gomes. A back four of Traore, De Silva, Aguerd and Dalbert. In the midfield, they've got Lee Silke. Lisa, is that how you pronounce that? That's what I'm going with anyway. Stephen is Lisa Leakey, I think it is. James Lisa Leakey. That's what his name looks like here. Stephen Nzonzi. Benjamin Beauregard. I'm terrible with French names. Up front, there you go. Up front, they've got Terrier. Girassi and Boho.
I don't know whether you're coming or going here, mate.
Neither do I, mate. But we gave that team sheet on a 10.
Somebody called the butcher.
Matthew's not here tonight, so somebody's got to butcher the names. There we go.
Right, next up, we've got Roscoe with Leipzig against PSG lineups.
Okay, so for Leipzig, the home team, what looks like a 3-4-2-1 for them. They've got Galacci in goal, Kanate, Upamecano, Orban, back three. Midfield four of Mukiele, Sabitzer, Haidara and Tassendi. And then the two just behind the strikers, Nkunku and Forsberg, and then Dani Olmo up top. Then for PSG, it's a 4-3-3. As I said, no Mbappe or Neymar for them tonight. So they've got Keylor Navas in goal, Florenzi, Pereira, Kimpembe, Kurzawa. Then they've got Marquinhos, just a guy, Herrera, and then front three of Di Maria, Moise Kean and Sarabia.
Now we're going to go to Sevilla against Krasnodar. Ben, floor's yours.
Okay, right. Hold with me with these lineups. So, for Seville, Vaklik in goal, Navas, Koundé, Silvas, Esquiaro, Jordan, Goljed, Rakitic, Akompos, De Jong and El Hadi. For Krasnodar, Salmadov, Ramirez, Martinovic, De Silva, Chernov, Olsen, Gniski, Otern, Soleimanov, Berg and Sabua. Both sides, I think it's 4-3-3 pretty much for both sides. 4-5-1. Seville got some good options off the bench as well in Rodriguez and as do Kranz. So it's going to be a good game tonight.
Beautifully pronounced, Ben. Thank you. Frazqwandro with Club Brugge against Dortmund.
Yes. So visitors in Borussia Dortmund firstly are playing a 4-2-3-1. In goals is Burke. Back four of Munir, Delaney, Akanji and Guerrero. Midfield two of Dahoud and Captain Witzel. Attacking three of Thorgan Hazard, Brandt and Reina. And the lone striker is, of course, the main man, Haaland. And the host, Club Brugge, Mignolet in goals, Mata, Dele and Kosunu, making up the defensive three. Midfield five of Sobel, Captain Vollmer, Vanaken, Ritz and Diatta. And then the two up front is Lang and, of course, the GOAT, the legend that is Dennis.
Callum, finishing off before games.
I think I'm going to get autism by the time I read out this Ferencvaros team. Okay, and next we have Kate Bush. Right back, Lovren 6. Blažić, Dvali, Botska make up the back four. Somalia, is that not a country? Karatin, Sijer, Zubkov, Isael, and Nguyen. Okay, right now onto the more familiar players. With Juventus, Szczesny in nets, Danilo, Chiellini, Bonucci, and Quadrado the back four. Rabiot, Artur, and Ramsey centre mid. Chiesa, Morata, and Cristiano Ronaldo as the front three. Chiellini,
yeah, perfect. And James with the Barcelona Dynamo Kyiv lineup. And he's gone again. He's gone again.
And he's gone.
It's time to go.
It's time to fucking go.
He's like, fuck this, I'm not getting paid enough for this shit.
Wait, you know this is charity work. This is part of your Good Samaritans project.
Done mine. Completed it.
Anyway, reading out some more comments. We've got football friend Ginger complimenting Ben. The question on my lips is: will there be a Hunger Games, Fraser?
Depends if the game is boring. I'm not promising anything.
I can't see as many goals as last night, to be honest.
No, definitely not.
I mean, if I get a 4-4 draw or anything with an 8 goal, I'll be happy. Like,
hold on one sec.
Wait, who's Dennis?
he's the guy he's one of the strikers for Club Brugge. But when he scored, it came up because obviously it came up Emmanuel Dennis, and then UEFA were reporting that it was Dennis, and I was like, wait, who got that goal? But
it was Dennis who got the goal.
No, it came up Bonaventure, didn't it? And then
that was it. Emmanuel Bonaventure Dennis.
So, moral of the story, Chips: call your kid Dennis, and you'll get far in life.
I'm considering managing.
Whatever you do, don't call him Seamus.
No,
considering managing Club Brugge on Full Manager purely for Dennis to nurture him into a fine specimen.
Yes. So we're going to go to James now with the lineups for Barcelona, Dynamo, Kyiv. Oh wait,
yes,
you
sorry.
already read them, didn't you? In your preview, didn't you?
He mentioned them. I don't think he read them out. Did he?
No, I don't think I've covered all of them. But yeah, sorry, that was the Wi-Fi again. But it's jazzing it up if nothing else. For Barca, then it looks like sort of the normal 4-2-3-1 Koeman's generally been going for, and it looks like so Stevie in goal, back four of Dest, PK, De Jong, and Jordi Alba. Again, whether it is De Jong or someone else in there, we'll have to see. Then two sitting of Busquets and Pjanic, and ahead of them, Pedri, Messi, and Fati behind Griezmann. And then for Dynamo Kiev, got Neshere in goal, back four of Kedjura, Barney, Popov, and Shabanov. Then it looks like a midfield three of Bielski, Peliev, Andrievsky, and then a front three of Sargankov, Supriya. This is another try.
Thanks for the effort, anyway.
Supriya, I'll go with that. But I mean, anyone who knows him, feel free to correct me. And then Rodriguez. So hopefully maybe one of the two either side of the central front man will get the goal.
Okay, so
I'm trying to get my BT Sport app to work. By the way, it keeps saying there's a problem anytime I try to go into the Chelsea game. So, Gogs, if you want to take that one from me just now, in case anything happens, right?
I'll cover that.
Angus Shant has an ambitious line on the night.
Yeah, where did it say that?
Cristiano Ronaldo to score a hat trick tonight, and Messi to score a hat trick.
That is a bit ambitious. But so 2 minutes before everything kicks off, they're all out on the respected pitches, lining up, and we're looking forward to hopefully another fruitful night in terms of goals. As last night, at least 3 goals.
Go on, Dennis.
Every game.
Go on, Dennis.
A few ex-Premier League stars in the Seville side.
Yeah.
Jesus Navas being one. Good player. Jesus Navas for City. 4-3-3 both sides, by the way, just to confirm from what I said before.
I think them getting Rakitic back is an absolute steal.
Oh, 100%. What a player.
Mate,
so underrated.
David Turnbull went for more than Rakitic did.
Okay.
I mean, that's understandable.
Go on, Dennis.
Oh, I mean, of course, David Turnbull's
Dennis is going to score.
So, you all know the drill. Looking forward to tonight. See the comments. I'm not top left because I'm the host, so the host is looking up to the guests tonight.
The Shaggers.
The Shaggers are above me.
The Shaggers and Cods vlogs. Sorry.
Who was it that made the comment about...
Man, you get these back on. I can't see without.
See, to be fair, like Matthew's just coming in an absolute belter there. Is Cod's vlogs a boy or a girl? Ben, you want to take that one? Maybe with a visual.
No.
Fucking steady on, Fraz, man. Woof.
Boxing is gender neutral.
What's my life become?
Oh dear.
Who was it that made the... Swiftly moving on. Who was it that made the comment about the man bun last night?
I did, I think.
Yeah, because the Leipzig captain has a cracking one here. I don't know what his name is. Sabitzer. That'll be it. He is a cracking one here.
Erling Haaland is seen putting his hair into a headband, but it's not a man bun.
Mm-hmm.
It's
just friends and drink says, let's see if I get a coupon up the night happening, boys. So I'll take you through my coupon as well then while we're at it.
Kickoff's about to happen, mate.
I know coupon.
Here as well.
Right, so I've gone with Barcelona -1, 2 corners each half between Leipzig and PSG. Sevilla -1, Juventus half-time, full-time, and 3 or more goals in the game between Club Brugge and Dortmund.
Oh well, Matthew, you know that's just how I am.
You won't. Oh, dearie me. Hello.
Let's talk about the football and stop the personal attacks. God, yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's just banter.
Oh dear. Anyway, back on track, boys.
I've got the game back, by the way, Goggy, so we're all right.
Superb, mate. Superb.
Sacked in the morning.
Now up to 33 people in the chat, so if you've got any questions for the panel, then do feel free to comment.
Is that what we call ourselves?
Unless you're questioning anyone's gender or that.
After my pronunciation of the Rennes team, I hope they don't get any chances in it.
mate, you sounded like you needed the Rennies.
Aye, you need to wear the fucking Rennie, mate, with that. Anyway.
Did anyone actually catch any of the Man United game, or is it just...
No.
Watch the full thing.
They were a bit posh.
They were a bit shitty.
I think they're the two teams in the group of Leipzig and PSG, so I assume it finished 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that'll be interesting to see what happens now.
Go on, Stevie. How do you say the Istanbul team?
Istanbul Başakşehir here.
I had to do a vlog on them a couple of times.
That's just been listening to Gogsy for 2 weeks, Callum. I'm not trying to show off there.
I watched them a couple of years ago when they played Burnley in the Europa League. I think it was the second the second round qualifying. Burnley beat Aberdeen. He drew 1-1 and won 3-1 after extra time. And he went to injury time and I couldn't pronounce the name. He won 1-0 Burnley. Jack Cork scored, but I couldn't pronounce on it. Yeah,
you couldn't pronounce Jack Cork
up front for them. I don't know where he is now, but he was up front from a couple of years ago.
Sure.
They won the league, didn't they? Istanbul Başakşehir. They won the Turkish league.
Yeah, that's why they've got the Champions League spot.
See, just on that game though, before you go into the comments, Cogs, it still mystifies me how somebody thought it was a good idea to pay £80 million for Harry Maguire.
Oh, definitely.
The boy is a fucking imposter.
Aye.
There are two imposters among us.
Josh Smith, this is a reference to last night's stream with Matthew not knowing this, but do you know what the term "getting your hole" means? Sorry, that's a bit crude for not even 9 o'clock.
Fuck's sake, goals they were. It's still in the first half.
Oh.
Not even get by the watershed yet.
Big chance.
Penalty Barca.
Was that?
Chance here.
I'll do it.
Chance.
Seville been on top so far. They're cutting on the left. It's Navas. It's a lovely chip ball. Zonal marking by Krasnodar. Again, so many bodies there. Reaches the back post. It's hit. and a bit wide, but again, Seville could already have 1 or 2 so far.
Oh, stop getting better, Ryan. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but Barca have got a penalty.
Oh,
Messi brought down by Popov. Quite a nice intricate move, but then just tried to flick it into the box, and he just got
Ryan, I'm going to screenshot that for my own personal Ryan Dunbar collection, so I can decorate the walls of the house with, just insults from yourself.
wait, where was it? I didn't see it. He doesn't.
So that when he comes back and he says, I've never insulted you, you can just, yep, I've got them all here, mate.
Remember that time that you cried over the Galatasaray top? Remember that time you cried over that?
That was class. So predictions in the comments as well. That'd be good. Zombies saying 3-1 Chelsea. How do I think Mother will do on the weekend? Quickly, I think we'll get beat by Celtic. Yep, there you go.
Are they home or away?
Home, but it doesn't matter really.
I'm no better. I'm telling the truth. Good one, Ryan.
I mean, we usually lie down to the old firm anyway, so it wouldn't surprise me. David Heady says, at least with Matthew.
Go PSG. Can't see who
I don't want to bank anything.
There's a bit of a fuck up from Leipzig at the back, and they nipped in. I think it was Moise Kean put the ball off the defender, and he allowed it to Di Maria, who puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. So 1-0 PSG earlier on.
1-0 PSG.
Yeah. What about his record fees went there, by the way?
Oh!
What?
The compass, you little beauty. Seville, again, what an effort. The compass, the centre looks dangerous. Again, just picks up on the ball. The number 5, about 25 yards from goal, just has a hit. Going for that near top corner, it was whipping and dipping. Good save from the goalkeeper. Should be 1-0 after 7 minutes. He's got a corner, but they're on top.
Whipping and dipping.
Whipping and dipping, that's brilliant.
I swear you'll never see anything like it again.
Just extending on that PSG goal there, it was Upamecano that had it at the back, and Moise Kean did really well to win the ball off him, and then he put in a really nice through ball to Di Maria. So yeah, looking good so far.
So James, did the penalty was the penalty converted? It
was Messi. Messi stuck it away. Very good penalty in fairness, and Barca. It looked like they could get a few tonight if they keep on going the way they go, and they've just hit the bar. Pedri hit the underside of the bar. Griezmann stuck a rebound into the side netting that he should really have scored. So they could quite easily be 2, maybe even 3 up already. Barca inside 8 minutes.
We're going to see skill. Something happened in the Juventus game.
It did so, Sargogsy. Bonucci playing a beautiful through ball to Cuadrado down the right-hand side, and he fires it across the face of goal. Ronaldo makes the run at the front post, but is Morata at the back post to tap that one in. One that he doesn't miss, which is surprising. But maybe Cuadrado, it was very tight for offside, but I think it's going to be given. So, yeah, 1-0 to the old lady.
Thank you. The old lady 1-0 up in Hungary. The current scores the games that have had goals so far are as follows: Barcelona 1, Dynamo Kyiv 0, Ferencvaros 0, Juventus 1, and RB Leipzig 0, PSG 1. Stevie, any sign of a goal at Stamford Bridge?
Penalty!
Oh, there you go, Cod.
We'll go to Cod Box. He's a bit excited.
I'm very sorry, Stevie. But again, it's a kick out from the Krasnodar defender. Again, it looked brutal. It was just coming in. They're showing the replay now. It was a loop earlier on. It's with the 8. And again, the defender just takes him out. And he takes him out with his knee. It is a penalty. I think Munier might take it. There's Navas on the pitch as well. So maybe a couple of penalty takers there. Chance for 1-0.
Right, we'll go back to Stevie before the penalty is taken. So, Stevie, tell us about the wee chance.
There was a penalty shout for Rennes. Aguilar's header came off Zuma's hand, but it's one of the ones that he can't get out the way of. And then up the other end, Jorginho's clipped one into Ziyech. He's keeping it up there and had it on the volley, and it's dipped just over the bar. but that's been over 2 chances. Still 0-0.
Okay, so Nappers, the floor is yours.
VAR are having a look at it.
Ooh.
You've had several looks, and the referee looks to be going over to the monitor. Now, we saw in the Premier League, for the first time this season, a referee went over to the monitor in the Spurs-Brighton game and carry on. No, I don't think that was the first time a referee's gone over and changed his, not changed his opinion. So
You're struggling, mate. You're struggling.
I am struggling. Sorry to the word. Looking, it is that for me. It is a penalty.
Yep.
Penalty. I've got a penalty here, Gogsy. I've definitely got a penalty for you.
Okay, yeah.
Chilwell's crossed the ball at the edge of the box to Timo Werner. He's tried to take a touch past the defender. He's been tripped, and it's a spot kick to Chelsea. I'm assuming Jorginho's going to take it because he seems to. Oh, it's actually Timo Werner. He's told Jorginho, "No, son, I'm taking this." So he's about to step up. Just waiting on a whistle for the referee, which is a nightmare when you're trying to do these things. Referee just remonstrating with the goalkeeper there now, saying, "No, mate, it's a penalty. I'm not changing my mind. Stay on your line." He's just taking a step back. He's about to blow his whistle. Hurry up and blow it. Werner steps
That's
up.
what she said.
And it's in the bottom corner. The goalkeeper went the right way, but right in the side net for Werner. Chelsea 1, Rennes 0.
Thank you. We'll go quickly to the comments before we go and see anyone else. David McHeady says, at least with Matthew absent tonight, there's a chance you won't get demonetised. I think we had that earlier. It seems like Cod's Vlogs just failed. No, not November.
No penalty here.
Penalty, yeah.
Given.
Not given.
They looked it for handball in the end. No handball, and they think it was a foul actually on the Krasnodar defender. And again, they're told to play on 12 minutes. 0-0.
Broxy too says this is like a wanker Wednesday. Instead of... Oh dearie me.
Don't get this entertainment on Super Saturdays, I can assure you.
Still doesn't stop him tuning in, so I'm not complaining.
Exactly. Keelan Morrison says, Stevie, what to do us a favour and take your Turtle Beach up. Strangle Nappers for it. Dearie me.
Nappers is a mate, I can't do that.
Oh. The bond of past the mic. Anyway, we'll go over to Frazqwandro. Anything happening in Brugge?
Nah, Dennis has just been quiet tonight. Quite quiet from the young man himself. But
That's what he wants them to think, mate. That's what he wants them to think.
not really. Nah,
Then he'll
it's
pounce.
been quite a boring game, as predicted. Very boring.
Okay. That was very anticlimactic.
Well, what do you obviously it's been 3 goals, but you're just not counting in time.
Okay, we'll go to James next. Anything happening at the Nou Camp?
More of the same, really. Just Barca really look on it tonight. They've been moving it around really, really well. Not really created a chance in the last sort of 3 or 4 minutes, but inside the first sort of 7 or 8, they created sort of 3 or 4 really good chances along with the penalty. So yeah, it's looking like it could be a long night for Dynamo Kyiv at the moment. Mm-hmm. They're just penned into their own half, really, just sitting relatively deep, letting Barca come onto them, and they've only really been able to get out once so far.
Mm-hmm. CSkill's got a wee message for us. I think he's been held hostage in Prague. So okay, is there any update on what's happening in your game?
Nada, mate. Nothing. Ferencvaros had a decent attack just there. But it came to zilch, and Juve have a few other attacks that have came also to zilch.
Mm-hmm. So Superb commentary. Roscoe, anything happens?
Zilch means nothing.
I know that.
In terms of the game so far, PSG obviously scored that fairly early goal, and they've been well on top of the game so far. They've been playing some really nice football. Moise Keane's really impressed me so far, considering how badly he did in the Premier League, but he's been doing really well so far. So we'll see what happens. But it could be the way it's going, it could be a whitewash from PSG, but we'll see.
Golazo.
Frazqwandro, you were saying?
There's a goal. Thorgan Hazard has opened the scoring here in Bruges. It's a beautiful ball from Axel Witsel. And then keeper was distracted by one player trying to take a shot, and Thorgan Hazard got the rebound in. 1-0 Dortmund.
Superb. The only goal in the game, the only game without a goal so far. God's Vlogs, anything happening?
Seville just had a chance. Again, 3 bites to cherry. The goalkeeper made a couple of good saves. Krasnodar has just come forward, and it looks like a free kick on the edge of the box. A yellow card for the Seville defender, and he was going through on goal. They've got a free kick from about 20, 25 yards out. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, thank you. So we'll go back to the comment section quickly. Who is the oldest in the stream? That is a good question. I think that was...
What was your age?
Me, well, I'm 24, so...
I'm 27. I'm 27 in December.
What? Really?
Yep. Just get good genes, mate. Know what I mean?
I'd also like to mention, yes,
Comfy,
Ryan Dunbar, you've just set Zombie up to fail with that. Yep. I don't know why somebody with the name Zombie would support Rangers. You know, the irony of that. Very good, Ryan. Thank you for the assist there, my friend. Thank you.
Oh dear. Dynamite Heady saying unlucky Dennis.
He's still got time to go at 4.
Yeah, absolutely. Any change at Stamford Bridge yet?
Nothing, Gogs. Rennes have had a few free kicks and they've been crossed into the box that Chelsea have cleared. And I realise that every time I've said Rennes' name tonight, I've changed it. But we'll get to one that I'll stick to eventually. But nothing's happened since the penalty. I'm praying for something to happen soon. Still 1-0.
Thank you. Oh!
Goal! What a strike! What a strike! It's a beautiful strike. We said it. I just said it before. Again, it just goes into the keeper's far post. And again, the wall jumps, but it's a beautiful strike into the top corner. And Crans have a surprise lead in Spain. Seville 0, Krasnodar 1. Brilliant free kick over the wall into the top corner. Keeper no chance.
Do you want to try and pronounce them again?
Who?
Krasnodar, mate.
Krasnodar.
Not dinosaur.
Close the door.
Close the door.
Hold the door.
That's not good.
Yeah, what a mental game this has been, by the way. So PSG just stood there. I think it was up in Meccano handballed. It was a fairly dubious one. It's one of these ones where maybe about 5 years ago it wouldn't be given for handball. And then Di Maria steps up to take the penalty. He misses it. Leipzig go up the pitch and they have a penalty claim of their own. So this game is absolutely nuts.
Fantastic. What a game you've chosen.
I know.
Because, of course, Roscoe got first dibs from last night. So, aye.
What half-time, Ross? This is pish.
Josh Smith says, Fraser, can you wear a Benfica top tomorrow? It's too funny when all the Rangers... Dan, that's joining in the stream.
Have you got a Benfica top that I can use? I mean, I don't personally just keep shots in my wardrobe of teams that Rangers could potentially draw in European competition. Just coincidental that I had that Galatasaray top that night. Just coincidental, you know, just saw it.
I've actually got a Benfica top, but no way. I've got one back home.
Well, I'll go to Galvin and get it for you, and I'll wear it.
Oh, you've been stalking me, boy.
Oh, well, you just told us last night where you would live, so.
Do you ken where Garvin is? Like, what part of Scotland?
Oh, I know my way. Oh, Haaland's just scored. Sorry to break up the party there. Erling Haaland has just scored. It looks like he's taking a fucking fit there. It's just a simple tap, and it's a simple tap, and you don't have to come to me, honestly.
That's fine. Okay, just a simple tap in too.
Just a simple tap, and you know what? Erling Haaland doing Erling Haaland things.
Yeah, so within 20 minutes tonight, we've had a goal in every game at least. So it's been a very good start to the evening. What are you saying, Cods?
The check-in for a Krasnodar penalty. The referee is going over to the monitor. He changed his mind on the last one. I think it was a bit soft. I really do. They're looking for two different areas where Solomarov goes down and penalty.
Oh,
Oh shit, man!
I had in my bet. I had Seville -1. And
Ah,
again,
okay.
they're looking at 2-0 down.
oh dear, not very good.
Bro.
Sad time. I cry every time.
Cry every time. Earlier scores were, of course, Zenit St. Petersburg 1, Lazio 1, and Istanbul Başakşehir 2, Man United 1. There you go, just wondering.
Gogsy, since that's the Scottish football stream, really, I'm just going to butt in. Just Scott McKenna scored for Nottingham Forest tonight. Often slated on the stream. Bet it was an amazing run. No, I'm joking. Definitely not.
I definitely was.
Scott McKenna.
Probably in his own net.
Both amazing.
Taking the scores. Great penalty. Keeper went the right way. Can't keep it out. Marcus Berg. First attempt on target. First goal. 2-0. 21 minutes.
Wow. 2-0
Cheers,
to
Jeff.
Krasnodar. That's a coupon buster and a half.
Where are they from? Krasnodar?
Russia.
In solid Russia, my friend.
In Soviet
Yeah.
Russia.
They finished third in the Russian league last season, I'm pretty sure.
Who were the winners?
Zenit, I'd say.
Yeah.
Second?
Zenit second, probably CSKA.
Siska.
CSK. It's in the game.
So Russia gets 3 teams in the Champions League.
Yeah, because of where they are in the coefficient, because they're in the top.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can confirm that Zenit won the league, and then it was Lokomotiv Moscow, then Krasnodar, then CSK, and then
What's
the final slot went to Rostov.
What about what's the other Sofia team? The main one.
The other
Spartak.
one,
CSK, Sofia.
Spartak. They didn't get Europe this season.
I think they were in the Europa League.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, so looking at the other comments, got a few predictions for the Rangers Benfica tomorrow. Like Gogsy will say, that is talking.
Good one, Joseph.
Good one. Yeah, very good. Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, I'm wrong with 2 each and go and get one. And so, any other action happening? We'll go next to Stevie.
I've got nothing for you, but there's action happening in my coupon. All my teams are winning, and Reading have fucking just conceded to fuck me.
Oh, yeah. Not very good. James, what's happening at the Camp Nou?
It looked Dynamo Kyiv have picked up a bit actually. They've had a couple of promising breaks in the last sort of 5 minutes or so. Won a free kick, sort of about 20 yards out, which they tried to take quickly. And they were appealing for a foul because the guy they're trying to find with the quick free kick seems to be tripped by PK. So they are beginning to sort of grow into it a bit more. So they're not pinned back to quite the same extent. But yeah, Barca still look pretty dangerous every time they come forward, really. So no change scoreline wise, but it does look more encouraging for Dynamo Kyiv at the moment.
Cheers, James. If we leave Portugal with a point, I'll be more than happy. I think a point against Benfica would be very good for Rangers tomorrow. What do you say, Callum, as the resident Rangers fan in the stream?
I think a point would be good. We'll still try and go for continue our undefeated season so far. If we try and do that as long as possible, then it will be ideal. Of course, it's going to be tough. We did get a point in Portugal last season against Porto, so why not do it again against Benfica?
He also beat Braga in the knockouts.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So hopefully he can repeat history, get another result for the coach. Hello, Sam Meek. Also, I know I need a trim. I'll be getting one tomorrow. I'm off before the Thursday night stream. Sean Pierce with claim of the day. Craig Gordon to stop the quadruple trim.
Bruh.
That'd be ironic, seeing as he left Celtic. Keelan Morrison saying Stevie won't get to use his judo skills properly until he's back with the Well Boys. Oh dear. We'll go next. Back to Roscoe. Anything happened yet since?
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's been so far. But PSG for the first 23 minutes have been probably the side that's more on top, but Leipzig came back into it in the last 5 minutes or so. So yeah, no, cracking game so far.
Yeah, perfect. Ben, what's happening in Seville?
Nothing much since the 2 goals. Seville just passing around the ball, trying to break down a tough side. Nothing really happening. 25 minutes in, they're trying to get it through Navas and up to Munia, but nothing just yet.
Frazqwandro, any update in the Dennis fan club?
I just realised they panned over to the referee whilst he was disciplining one of the players. The referee's actually been replaced by the 4th official.
Oof.
For some reason, I couldn't tell you why, but I reckon I was like, that boy never started the game. So that's probably the only action since last time you came to me. The referee's been replaced by the 4th official.
Okay. Next we go over to Prague. CSkill, anything happening in Hungary?
Yeah, Juventus just had a good chance, played over to CR7, and he tried to cut it back to Chiesa. He had a shot, but got blocked in the line, and then Cuadrado blurted the bar, and it is Ferencvaros with a goal kick.
Okay. And Stevie, we've already heard from you, and
There's none happening. Any point.
we've also heard recently from yourself. Okay, so we've got a couple more comments. Joseph Coyle saying, I think it's just a bit over a week till the big one.
What is the big one?
Scotland v Serbia.
Yeah, that is the big stream, the mammoth, the big daddy. We've got 70 people on the stream. Hello, everyone. Please do subscribe, leave a like if you haven't already. That'd be very good. Help us on the way to 9,000 and hopefully 10,000 by the end of the year. Well, that's a bit of a stretch, I think. But yeah, any more comments, fire them in and we'll answer your questions and might do something special at halftime.
I get some good questions in, lads. Some real brain teasers. Get them in.
If you've got any problems like that, like schoolwork or like
if you need help with your maths homework or something, man, like
no maths homework, I failed maths, but any other subject.
Maths was my best, mate. I'll do it.
Teacher.
What?
I thought you were a teacher. Most people can do one subject but not the other. You know what I mean?
I mean, all I do is just speak English here and teach it. Like the actual English subject, I wasn't too great at. Like the literature side of things.
I failed it too. If it's any consolation, Callum.
I didn't fail it. Steady on, Tiger.
Just the way you were buttering that story up, it was like I failed that.
I got a C. It's not too bad.
I teach English. Failed the English subject. J Maxi Cheese says, would Craig Gordon get a Scottish Cup medal as he was in the Celtic squad last year in the Scottish?
Yeah, that's a funny one about Craig Gordon. Craig Gordon gets a medal regardless of who wins.
But he never played in the Scottish Cup though.
But he still gets a medal, seemingly.
Aye, because he's still registered in the Celtic team.
I'm pretty sure he played in the early rounds for Celtic as well.
It was on Open Goal, I heard it. Seemingly, regardless of who wins, he gets a medal.
He'll get both then, because obviously...
Even if he was on the bench, he was still classified as part of the squad, yeah. So even if he didn't play.
That's mad.
Plus, Andy Halliday must be the only player as well to get knocked out in the quarter-final and be in the final.
That's why he left. He's like, oh, fuck, I want to win a Scottish Cup.
Of course. Brian Philbin says, would you rather win the Euros or the World Cup for Scotland?
I've done both on Football Manager. The easy answer to that question is the World Cup.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously.
You don't dream as a kid to play in the Euros.
You're like, oh, I want to win the Euros. What about the World Cup? Fuck that. I want the Euros.
It's like the Challenge Cup compared to the Scottish Cup.
Or you could just be both.
Yes.
Well, we need to be in it first to win it, you know.
Yeah. And we can do that next Thursday. Tune into the stream live from about 7:30, and we'll be going live from then. Other comments. Josh Smith says the thing I need to ask Stevie is it must be ideal to have a blue badge, especially go to places like the hospital where it's a bastard to get parked.
Just parking the disabled parking spaces anyway, Josh. I mean, it's not illegal. It's just frowned upon. Just do it.
It's like masturbating on an aeroplane.
Fuck them, mate. Just do it.
It's not illegal.
Is it actually not illegal?
Well,
To park in a disabled spot?
as if you get caught, but who really gets caught? Just do it.
It's not the kind of thing you tend to check if you get on, is it?
It's like that still game episode where Shug has that taser and like, is that not illegal? Is that only if you get caught with it?
Oh dear. Joseph Coyle says he failed his prelim and then got a C. Oh, nice one. Well done, mate.
Cool story, bro. Tell someone that gives a fuck.
Oh my god.
Wow. Joseph, I give a fuck. Well done, mate. Well done.
Oh, man.
Oh, poor Joseph, he tunes in every fucking night to
Yeah,
these
I know.
streams and you're
I know.
ripping.
Just to get shit off
You
you.
give him shit every time he comments.
Fraz getting the season ticket holder stick, man. Fucking hell.
I know.
Cheers, Fraz. Joseph
That's like
crying
Alan
there.
Burrows giving the Motherwell faithful the finger.
No
listen to
comment.
that. Listen to that comment he just said there. Would you rather cure cancer or travel the world?
I'd rather cure cancer while travelling the world. There you go.
You can't do that. It's one or the
You
other.
can.
It's one
you
of the
can.
other, pal.
You can, because if you cure cancer, you'll have enough money to travel the world, mate.
True that.
Or
Unless
you
you have to
could,
test, unless you have to do the World War Z thing and test it on yourself.
Well, if you ever seen me walk, I look like I'm in World War Z, mate. So it's alright.
No, mate, the World War Z ones are fleeing, boy. They are fleeing in World War Z.
do you want to see World War Z? Go to Govan.
No.
Sorry, change of subject. That's went 3-0 Dortmund.
They've got over 2.5.
Oh my god.
3-0 Dortmund. Erling Haaland just scored again. Another tapping.
Tapping merchant.
I hate Redden.
Maybe a triple.
Is that the first hat trick we've covered on the Champions League streams?
No,
That's
actually,
not a
no,
hat-trick.
it's
It's not a
a hat-trick
hat-trick, though.
last night.
Well, I thought Haaland had all three.
Oh, there you go. Jota got a hat trick last night.
Oh,
Aye.
sorry.
So did Ashley Young. He got a hat trick as well.
Baller.
Oh, it was Hazard on the first. Right, my bad. Get ahead of myself. Joseph Coyle says, thanks to Callum and Ross. Fraz do when I get to fuck. Quite right.
Love to the family, Joseph.
You're welcome.
Triple relegated Teddy Bear says Fraser's going to jail when they check his hard drive.
They're going to jail when they check your hard drive. The man I cut you, take you, wee gimp.
That's the clipper.
That is the clip.
Aye. Check his hard drive.
Ooh.
Police Scotland at.
Here, there's quite a few fans in the Ferencvaros game. Like maybe they're separated by 3 seats, but there's a decent amount of fans.
Aye, because in the sort of eastern bloc of countries, they've got fans back at games now.
During lockdown, I was forced to watch the Minsk derby in Belarus because that was only league.
I was
went
watching
on.
that still.
I think Eastern Europe tend to no care about it.
Well, I don't really care about it either, to be honest. I'm bored.
Sean Pierce, you have no neck. Go and buy your photo. Checkmate.
That's an accurate representation of how he looks in real life.
No
Ren
neck.
just had a free kick there, Gogsy Buddy Joe. I know that's the correct pronunciation of his name
Buddy
now,
Joe.
since the commentators have said it. He's worked a free kick into the far post, and it's just one of the ones that if somebody gets a touch on it, it's one each, but goes past everyone for the goal kick. That's how shite this game's been. I've had to comment on that. Just so people know that I'm still here.
Ben, you've been a bit quiet recently. Anything happened?
Yeah, it's FIFA 21 stuff. 7 shots to 2, 4 on target to 2. So Sevilla's still doing nicely. They've had a couple of chances through Rakitic. One deflected just over the bar, an inch low, and it was in. And Muniz had one. Both teams have actually just made a substitution. Koundé, who gave the penalty away, and was already on a yellow, came off, and an attacking midfielder's come on for Seville. So maybe just change the formation to a back 3 or kind of gone to a midfielder into back foot. I'm not too sure just of yet. But still a lot in it, and I think Sevilla, if they get the next goal, they'll go on and win it.
Yeah, Stevie, do you not think that should have been a pass back there?
Where?
Basically a massive 1-2 for from the Chelsea goalkeeper to the left back, Chilwell. And he basically sliced the clearance.
I don't know, Jeff.
Probably not seen that yet. I feel a bit like Cammy here. Not to be
chance for
confused with Kamara.
Maratoni. Oh, he sweated it to Ronaldo, but defender got a great tackle in last ditch. Ronaldo thought he had an open net, but the Hungarian defender, if he is Hungarian, got a good foot onto it, a good big toe onto the ball, and it's still 1-0 to Juventus.
I'm actually enjoying this game more than to replying to one of the comments. The Seville player got subbed off in happy. But I'm actually enjoying this game more than it was the last one. The last one, I think it was Olympiacos one. That was awful. This one's actually quite good, so I've enjoyed it so far.
Olympiacos who?
Pardon?
Who was it last time? Olympiacos and who?
Olympiacos against
Marseille.
That was it. It was 1-1. Both goals came in like really late.
Oh, it was 1-0, was it? No, it was 1-0.
Oh yeah, it was 1. I can't even. That's how bad it was. I can't even remember the score. But it was a really late goal.
Yeah.
Napper's contemplating coming off this and carry on his Wi-Fi's playing up with the abuse he got. James, you've been a bit quiet recently. Anything happening at the Camp Nou?
Dynamo Kyiv has just had a really good chance. Actually, Ter Stegen had to make a superb save from Bielski, who had a header from about probably 10-12 yards out, found by a really clever cross from the right. But yeah, aside from that, there's not been an awful lot in the last 20 minutes or so. So Dynamo Kyiv do seem to have sort of found a way to stifle Barca a bit more. And get out slightly better. But again, when you've got the likes of Messi, Fati, Griezmann up top, you know that only takes a moment, really. But yeah. By the way, when it comes to World War Z, whenever that day comes, Gogs, you know as well as anybody, given your film taste, that all you need is like snooker cues, darts, and you're sorted, aren't you? So
you're absolutely spot on there.
I hope everyone's seen those films. Otherwise, that's going to sound sort of even more bizarre than it sounds in context.
What film?
Shaun of the Dead. I don't know.
Yeah, right. I was thinking that.
Yeah. So, Roscoe, anything happening in Leipzig?
No, nothing's really happened since you came over. Having said that, PSG are one on the keeper here, and they've just scored. So there we go. He's offside. I did think he was offside. It's one of these things where they don't put the flag up until they touch the ball. So, he's offside, but the referee does nothing. And then once he puts the ball in the net, they then give offside. So, but yeah, in terms of the last sort of 10 minutes, it's gone a little bit quieter. Idrissa had a bit of a dubious tackle that he only got a booking for, which he maybe on another day could have a red card for. So, but yeah, it has been a good game so far. I've really enjoyed it.
Yeah, here's a question from ADifferentView. The championship manager legend Wilfred Boomer, whatever happened to him? I don't know. I've never heard it.
Was that the
Me
left
either.
back guy? Is he a left back or a centre back or something?
Centre half.
Yeah, I recognise that name.
Was he not at Chelsea?
Used to
No,
play PSG, I think.
Aston Villa.
PSG.
Obviously,
Aston
should
Villa.
know that.
Aye.
I should know that. It's been a while.
When was he there at Villa?
2005 to 2010.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
There's a potential penalty check here.
Oh.
Tammy Abraham's had a shot, and it's deflected up off of Dalbert's shin and hit him in the hand. If he gives this, it's an absolute joke, by the way. Because
Yeah.
it's hit his shin first and then hit his hand. He can't get out of the way of that. He's just looking at the screen at a minute, but I'll let you know what he gives once he makes the decision.
I think Dalbert's going over to check as well.
Right, yes. It's never a penalty, man. Fucking get a grip.
I don't think it should be a penalty either. Because it's the second phase of the play.
Okay.
Godfrey, that's PSG just had the ball in the net again for offside. So that's two
Really?
offside calls they've had in the last 4 or 5 minutes. So yeah, it was Moise Keane that tapped it into an empty net, but again offside.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, they're going to the slow-mo. Yeah. I mean, he has handled the ball, to be fair.
Aye, but he can't do anything.
He can't do much about that.
He's giving it. That's a shambles, man. Football's done. Football is done, man.
Yes!
I had one of them. Was it a couple of weeks ago or something? I had one of them where it was just never a penalty.
He's sending him off as well because it's his second bookable
No way!
offence.
No!
It's his second bookable offence. You get a booking for the first penalty, and Dalbert, mate, go to court with that. Don't even go to fucking disciplinary panels, mate. That's a joke. Oh my god.
It's stuff like that that's killing football.
I don't mind VAR, but it needs refined. We need to get shit with this right. This is just shocking.
See if you've got a fantasy team just now.
Go! It's that man, Rakitic. 2-1. Fraser talked about him, or Frazqwandro talked about him, how good he was. It's a good header. It's a great ball in. And he just heads it on. Really, really good header. Again, the ball comes in at a good speed. Very good cross. He just guides it on into the far corner. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. 2-1. Game back up. That's the header from about 10 yards out as well. What's the header that is?
Well,
he has a lot to do. He has to direct and get all the power.
One bam, it's 1-0.
Werner stepped up as well when he's put it on the same side. Sorry, Roscoe. Into the net, 2-0 to Chelsea.
It's a goal for Leipzig, one bam. It was in Kunku on the edge of the ball, fired it low into the bottom left-hand corner. They actually deserve it, to be honest with you. It's been a really good first half here. It was, who was it that passed it? I can't really work out who passed it to him, but on the edge of the box, really good finish. So, one each. It was Angelino that passed it to him.
Fantastic. So we've had quite a fair amount of goals in this first half. Right now, the current scores are Chelsea 2, Rennes 0, Sevilla 1, Krasnodar 2, Club Brugge 0, Dortmund 3, Barcelona 1, Dynamo Kyiv 0, Ferencvaros 0, Juventus 1, Leipzig 1, PSG 1, and of course the earlier scores were Zenit St. Petersburg 1, Lazio 1, and Istanbul Başakşehir 2, Manchester United 1. Looking back at the comments, well, Callum Davison's complimenting the commentary from.
I've won my whoa! I've got about 3 minutes, 4 minutes without an absolute insult, or I look like this guy, or I'm doing this. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Kelly Mawson says you look like Ben Mitchell from EastEnders.
Lovely.
No, do you know? Did anyone ever watch Recess?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ken the boy with specs in Recess.
Like Gus.
Gus.
Yeah.
At least you've not been called Randall before. I'll just leave that out there.
Sorry, I'm going to answer Joseph.
All right then.
You think this is flagging? You should see what I get called in school, man. Fucking hell. Can I repeat it on stream?
As well.
You're still in school?
No, when I was in school.
What are you thinking?
I know I look as if I'm still in school, mind you.
John Mitchell's back in CODs.
We all love you, Cods. Oh, well.
Seville just had a massive chance. Again, they're cutting open. Literally, they're cutting them open like a slice of bread. It's really good play.
What are these
Just
scores?
result
These are just
of
coming
them
out
to
this way.
block. They're still not clear, honestly. Seville should have had about 5 or 6 in this first half. Krasnodar defending valiantly. But again, they've got 4, 6, 7, 8 bodies back. Seville just moving it nicely. Navas and Rakitic are pulling the strings. It's still 1-2. Just going into injury time in the second half.
First half, mate.
First half, yeah. There we go.
So
Boy with the surname Morrison. That's I couldn't care. I couldn't care.
here's a stat for the first half of this game. There's been 7 offsides this first half. 7.
Oof. 7. That's quite high.
7. That's more than 6, man.
6 or 6.
Oh, you sound like one of my students, man. Every time I say 6 over here, they all piss themselves laughing. Oh, he just said 6.
Yeah.
So I literally have to say 6 with an American accent now when I'm teaching the Waynes, or else they just burst out laughing.
It's just banter.
Yeah.
But before we get into the match, lads,
Oh, be quiet, man.
Josh Smith says he definitely sits and listens to the FIFA commentary and repeat everything they say.
Where's that pass going, Alan? Oh, to someone in the crowd, maybe.
That was a soggy chip.
It's a sort one, Jeff, but I think we're able to carry on. I said that wrong, but we'll know what to say. We'll not pay any attention to that. Oh, fuck me, this game's tired.
It's just the 2 penalties, mate. That's all it's been. That's what I've been watching. Anyway, Matthew Duff says, "Who does C-Skill teach? Do you want to enlighten the boys?"
Yes, I teach the young youth team of Prague, Czech Republic. Yeah. Educate them on all my Scottish and English knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's making it sound fancy. I teach them. I speak English to them, and yeah, pretty much the easiest way. So,
you just go and speak English at them for about half an hour, and then you vote.
it actually is because the school that I'm in, I'm only there for a native speaker, so I'm literally just there so they can get used to a native accent. They've probably got the short straw and chose a Scottish person, but native speaker in it. So, in fact, one time I was teaching them the month of the year, and I said May, and then the Czech teacher gave that Wayne into trouble because she said May and not May. Yeah, she said May is wrong, and I was like, May's not wrong. I say May. So
that's half time here at PSG or Leipzig. Okay.
Thank you, Ross. So that may be a bit of a problem for you then, Callum.
Definitely is, mate. Definitely is.
It
pisses me off.
Here till Friday.
If anybody wants a private lesson, by the way, you know where I am. I'm cool.
No, I think I'll pass.
I mean, out of the fan.
That sounds a bit excited, mate. I think.
I had a private lesson before I came here, so. And it was a genuine private lesson. It's no euphemism for anything, mate.
Nothing dodgy now.
Mm-hmm.
Your minds are making it dodgy.
No, I'm just speaking what everyone else is thinking.
Exactly, your minds. I didn't. It was plural.
Well, there's the English words coming out now.
Hands are in.
No. Plural means more than one.
Good block off the line.
Oh.
Ooh. What's he doing? Is it a penalty or is he booking for diving? He's looking for a penalty on VAR. This could be the third VAR check.
Oh,
It's all been VAR tonight. He goes through on goals. He goes through ball. He goes through. I don't think he's fouled. He sends him off. Jesus Navas, as people would say in his family, Jesus, Navas, you got yourself sent off.
Oh, I'm
It's a
leaving.
penalty. Sevilla down to 10 men. Thank you very much. My actor is now fucked.
So, who's that penalty for again?
Krasnodar.
Krasnodar have a penalty.
Right,
Yeah,
close the
Olsen
door.
comes through. Navas, last man. Again, Olsen probably would have put it past the goalkeeper. A chance for 3-1. He went to the bottom left last time. And now this is off. I think he's been one of Seville's best players. It's like literally the 5th minute of injury time. And is it a free kick? Is it a penalty? It's just outside. Come back to me and I'll let you know.
Okay. Anyway, Heady with the comment, Sevilla versus Krasnodar.
Creative.
Oh, Jesus.
Half time in London, thankfully, 2-0 Chelsea. I wish it was
Okay,
full time.
so we'll go around asking for your overall thoughts of your first half of your matches. We'll go to Roscoe because I think he was the first one to chime in.
Yeah, so half-time 1-0, Leipzig PSG, a really, really cracking first half. It's been a brilliant game. I did say that both teams would probably go all out with Man United getting beat earlier. So, no, one each. PSG probably had the better first half an hour, and then Leipzig came into it at the end there, and they more than deserved their goal. So, game wide open at one each, so we'll see what happens second half. But in terms of best players on the park, I would say probably Di Maria and Moise Kean for PSG have been looking really dangerous.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ross. Cosblogs.
It was a free kick just outside the box. It was hit by Olsen, went straight into the wall. That's half-time, 2-1. With 6 minutes left played in injury time. Rakitic's goal, not enough to put him ahead. They trail by 2-1, all to do in the second half.
Thank you. We'll go to Frazqwandro next. What's the Dennis fan club saying to it?
Yeah, it's the Dennis fan club now. Borussia Dortmund 3. Yep, Borussia Dortmund looking very much in control. I know I said it would be a boring game. Thoroughly take that comment back. Dortmund have been very much in control. I expect it to be 5-0 by full time.
Yeah. Callum, what are you thinking of Ferencvaros to Juventus?
It's actually quite an open game. Ferencvaros has quite surprised me. They had a few decent attacks of their own. Probably not as easy as what Juve would have thought or hoped for. But nah, both teams are still in it. Obviously, yeah, both teams are still in it. It's 1-0. Ferenc, the Hungarian team, still have a chance of winning. And yeah, Juventus have had a couple of chances, but not put the ball into the back of the net.
Thank you. Stevie, what's your thoughts on the game in London?
I'll get my thoughts on the games tonight. I don't know if you can read that. It says "Go Dennis." No, but fuck up. Basically, this game has been rubbish, man. There's been 2 penalty kicks. Chelsea have scored them both, but the big talking point, as you know, was the sending off. Never the sending off. VAR needs looked at, football needs looked at, UEFA need looked at. We just need to look at everything because it's an absolute farce. Second half, I think Chelsea will just stroll this now because although Rennes have had a bit of the ball, they've not really created anything. So my 3-0's looking good at least.
Yep. And James, the final best to last, is it at the new camp or is it a damp squib?
I think so. I've lost count myself. But yeah, it's 1-0 Barca at half time. And I mean, Dynamo Kyiv, to be fair, have done well considering how heavily under the cosh they were for like the first 10-15 minutes. They've got back into it quite well and just sort of held Barca generally at arm's length, but and had chances as well. So it's looking like it could be closer than the first sort of 10-15 suggested. But yeah, pretty quiet after the penalty and the early chance.
Thank you, James. Let's get some more comments then. We've got 50 people, bang on.
Yeah.
If you've got any questions, fire them in to the panel and we'll go and answer them.
I see Bill Gates is in the comments.
Bill Gates is just chilling there.
I know. Okay.
Except no got the Bill Gates picture. That's
It's not, has he?
nah.
Dynamite Heady says Jesus Navas looks like a skinny Tony Watt.
All right then.
Oh dear.
Who said that?
Dynamite Heady said.
I think somebody's fucking stuck in it on him, but she's fucking eyesight.
Joseph Coyle says, "What's the best slang words for Callum, James?"
Unlucky lad. You don't get to answer.
I'm away for the drink then.
I'll give you a check. There's no slang word, but it's a check swear words. And it's I'll just say it. It's Dido Pardella.
What does that mean?
Go fuck yourself.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How it just rolls off the tongue like that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'd rather say that than say the actual English phrase, to be honest.
Go fuck
Dido
yourself.
Pardella. I say because seeing the football team, the league that I play in, we're the only foreign team, so all the teams are Czech, like all Czech players who don't speak any English. So one fullback, he was chatting shit to me like in Czech. I don't understand him, so I was just chatting shit to him in English. And by the end of it, I just got pissed off and I said, "Dido Pardella, just go fuck." Anyway, it was fucking mad because he obviously doesn't think that I ken that. So I said that to him, and he was like, he couldn't believe it.
Really?
Yeah, we had in our league. They're not there anymore, but we had a fully Polish team in our league, and it was their one was Kurwa, which basically I think is bitch or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, a similar situation.
Yeah. I don't think anyone has any slang for Joseph. I think we've just answered our own questions, but
Yeah. Augustine Aguirre says, "I greet you all." Thank you.
Hi, Augustine.
I'm trying to look at the other comments. How many people do I know? Well, as many people that feature on the stream seem to have a debut in every week.
How many people do you know? I can just count up all your Facebook pals. How many people? 1,017. I think I can.
James, what did you think of that? I've just seen the penalty that Barca got given early doors. Do you think that was a penalty?
It was a strange one because there was like definitely contact, but it's whether Messi's actually going anywhere. I'm not sure. I don't think Messi's getting onto the ball because it's pretty crowded penalty area.
He's looking to buy it, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it was Popov who was the judge who fouled him, and it looks like he's just stood his ground, really. But I guess it's just an example of someone who's very experienced, sort of in football in general, but especially European football, being quite savvy and just sort of seeing that maybe someone's sort of a bit kind of planted almost, and they can just sort of take the contact and see if they get anything for it. But yeah, I think it was clever. Probably wasn't a.
No, I just wanted to know what you thought of it because I don't know. It's the classic modern day football penalty, isn't it?
Yeah. It's sort of a case of sort of the guy who's being fouled actually initiating the contact, isn't it? Which you get a lot nowadays, like people stepping across and stuff. So yeah, savvy, but I suppose it works. Better or worse.
Yeah. Sean Pierce says, "What are yous all missing most about not being able to go to matches?"
The disabled toilets. No, for real, just before the game, mainly. Just being in the pub and having a laugh and that, because the result is what it is at the end of the day. It's made about to do it, and the result's just a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm particularly following a team like Motherwell. You expect to get a few doings over the course of a season. So, it's just a do it, mate.
Stevie, I can see why the hell you're going mental at that Chelsea penalty. Jesus Christ. The ball hits off his leg and then hits off his arm and then gets set up for it as well.
Because a deliberate handball in the box is a yellow card offence. unless it's like preventing a goal scoring opportunity. So that's why he's been sent off.
They were in disbelief there.
Yeah. Joseph Coyle said, "For me, it's seeing other people and having a laugh, just being sociable."
Seeing the Nazis at the Sparta Prague games.
Oh wow.
A
Okay.
few of them. Good atmosphere though.
I can imagine. See, they're playing Celtic tomorrow.
Ken, what game I'll be watching?
Spicy, I say.
Dynamite Heady says, do the patriotic mob not attend these streams anymore?
Don't tempt fate. Don't tempt fate.
I'm just got to be back in 2 minutes, lads.
Okay, cheers, Naps.
I think this is where the stream gets good now for you guys watching at home.
You need a
Hey.
hallway pass.
Yeah.
Going to the match probably, says Bill Gates.
I think that was a sarcastic one.
I love it. That's comment of the stream, definitely. So the halftime scores are as follows: Sevilla 1, Krasnodar 2, Chelsea 2, Rennes 0, Zenit 1, Lazio 1 from earlier on, Club Brugge 0, Dortmund 3, Barcelona 1, Dynamo Kyiv 0, Ferencvaros 0, Juventus 1, Istanbul Başakşehir 2, Man United 1 from earlier on, and the Leipzig 1, Paris Saint-Germain 1. I think there's a couple games already starting to get back underway for the second half. See what he did here.
Good one, Dynamite.
It's almost as bad as that Chelsea penalty.
Good one.
Brilliant. Good one.
Oh, Marco Reus is warming up, as is Jadon Sancho.
Come on, Gogsy, fill the spare.
Sorry,
Silence.
trying to read the comments. One sec. Only for Home Nation says, Bill Gates, how can you sit down if you're in a wheelchair?
It says a wheelchair.
That's it. A Motherwell wheelchair. That's what that is.
Wheelchair, that's what I've got.
Someone. Oh, I'm not. No, ignore me. Ignore me.
Oh, I didn't even hear you anyway, mate.
He's got you on mute. He's got you on mute.
Falling on deaf ears. Right, so we've got 44 people in the chat. Just feel free to leave a couple of comments. Rory has come up with the all-important question: where is Kobe?
That's Kobe with a fake account.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
I mean, well, Kobe said he's doing some more project work for his school stuff. So
Debatable.
Aye, Kobe, if that's you and a fake account, fuck off and do your homework.
I've got a prelims next month.
Oh Christ! I do not miss that at all.
Aye. Mum and Dad telling me how prelims are important, and I have to convince them that they actual count for fuck all. But yet they don't believe you.
No, they don't. They're like, oh well, you've got to whip yourself into shape for the actual exams.
Aye. I got 4% in my PE prelim, and they were raging.
Really?
Yeah.
As little as 4%.
Yeah, but I was like, it's 4%. Like, no. I was like, it's prelims. It doesn't matter. And they're like, no, it doesn't matter. I got a B in it.
Everybody got the results over the prelims last year.
Aye. My mum actually said to me in the summer, so what if your PE was during coronavirus? I'm like, F what? It wasn't, right? So we had that one.
I never passed the prelim until my National 5 admin in S6.
Didn't that 5s in S6?
Well, I asked to do I asked to crash the higher, and then they were like, no.
Right.
So
Highest piss easy admin. Like
I know. I was a bit annoyed because
admin. I mean, I didn't take admin, but everybody took admin in my like out my pals just for an easy pass.
it's like 70% of the work is done in class.
Right.
Like portfolio work and all that. So you're pretty much walking in with an A. Like if you correctly do it.
We didn't even get the choice of admin.
Didn't they have computers?
No, we had computers, but no, didn't get it.
It's like PE. I walked in with a B and walked out with a B.
I think I got C higher. That's good.
A very unusual kickoff method now by Club Brugge. It's a 2-man kickoff. Usually it's just a 1-man kickoff.
I don't know why they got rid of that, man. It's iconic when they roll the ball like to the other player. Like they've got the camera angle at the start of the game, they roll it off in the middle to the other player.
The start of every match of the day intro for the season.
I mean, like, it was always iconic watching Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp doing it in the centre spot back in the good old day.
It's just like a great way to start it.
To be
rather than a pass.
I can see why they got rid of it though, because it is a bit pointless having 2 players in there.
Yeah, it just takes up more space.
It is iconic. I'll give you that, but it is a bit pointless if you look back on it now.
Rennes made a sub at half time. Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt that. Salike is coming off, and Adrien Truffy is coming on for Rennes.
Roxy2 says Kobe is boarding up his windows and doors because Loudmouth is halfway up the M6 with us. Bro. Carrot says hello. Good to be back in the famous old stream. Whatever that is. But so kick-off have just gone underway. I'm currently watching Chelsea against Rennes as well.
Do you not trust Stevie to cover the game by himself?
Oh, dude, but I've been going in and out, and because there was such a controversial claim with Chelsea's second penalty, I was like, we'll just stick with this.
See, to be honest, for us, I'm glad I've got back up because the game might put me to sleep a bit, something like the first half. So probably a good job he's watching it.
Fair dues.
Why are people speaking in Portuguese in the comments?
I've no idea. Is this the new gripe? Is this Natty and his merry men?
I know, just a way to say, just wait for Natty, and then you'll see some cracking phrases going on there.
On the way into the second half now, finally.
All right. Cheers, Ben.
Is that it? Or?
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you. Frazqwandro, has the game started yet at your end?
Was it? Gone up to 3 minutes in the second half. Yeah, nothing really happening.
Okay. No. Roscoe, everything all cushy banging at your end?
Yeah, just 4 minutes into the second half. You would think it would die down. The first half was a really good game. Both teams really going for it. So you would imagine it'll maybe die down unless there's an early goal. But yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Stevie, has anything happened yet at the bridge?
There was a ball through for Tammy Abraham to run onto. He had a shot which the goalkeeper saved, but it was flagged offside. That's about all that we've had in the second half.
Plato, what's happened at the Camp Nou since kickoff?
Dynamo Kyiv actually have started quite well. They had one chance inside the first 1 or 2 minutes of the second half. One of their lads went through, tried to chip to Stegen, but he stayed up quite well. And then they did actually score from the resulting corner, but I think it was disallowed because the ball had curled out of play rather than any foul or anything. So they seem to be getting more confident by the minute. They could be in here actually. Oh, Stegen saved it again.
What's happening in Hungary?
Not much, mate. Just into the 49th minute now. Juve just kind of passing it around, trying to look for spaces in the Ferencvaros defense. Not too much, mate. Not too much.
Nothing too much. Joseph Coyle's coming out with the true confessions at the moment.
Okay, Joseph. Yeah. Okay.
Ben, has anything happened yet?
Nothing, mate. Still 2-1. Still into the half nice though.
Okay, thank you. And so No, I thought there might be a chance there for Chelsea. Anyway, Josh Smith says, Callum, do you still play FIFA on Spanish?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
It's a great language builder for that.
Okay.
Sorry. Only for Home Nation says, Wheels, you had a good game last night. You can't always have a good game.
Well, I can't go. All right, I know. I thought you were talking about the way I'm analysing stuff there, but I just realised it's commenting that the game's shite. I was going to say I can't comment if nothing's happening. But no, there's like
Massive chance here.
Ooh.
Oscar with a strike. About 20, 30 yards out. Eats it with Ven and it was spinning. The keeper should save. He just tips it over the bar. Goes out for a Seville corner. A chance to get the ball into the mixer and ask questions. The manager with his head in his hands. But a chance to ask a question from the corner.
It's a good chance there for Chelsea. Ben Chilwell got down the flank. He put in a good ball at the back post. And Ziyech hit it in a half volley, but over the bar. Just touching on what I said at the half time, I just, with the sending off, I just hate it because it kind of ruins the game now, doesn't it? It's just going to be all Chelsea, especially when it was the wrong decision. It's still eating away at me.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen it there. It's a half volley chance. If he was a wee bit more composed, it could have been 3-0.
I think he took a touch as well, didn't he?
I mean, he had enough time to have a wank before he picked
But
the
they've
score.
just scored. They've just scored right there. It's come down the right this time, and Reece James has fizzed the ball along the ground, and it's just been tapped in inside the 6-yard box by Tammy Abraham. I said 3-0 before the game. You doubted me, Gogsy, but that is Chelsea 3, Rennie 0.
Aye, fuck's sake, Gogsy, don't doubt him again, eh?
I mean, I'm blaming the red card, to be honest.
Half chance for Leipzig there. It was Forsberg that did really well on the left-hand side, and he smashed it with his left foot, but it went over the bar. So Leipzig, good chance there for them.
Fair enough. Aye, but back on my previous point, I'm blaming that red card. That was never a penalty. Anyway,
I'm going to say it was a penalty.
Okay. Well, what game are you watching again?
I'm kidding, I've not seen it.
Anyway, before the cricket start chirping, we'll go over to Frazqwandro. Anything happened in Belgium?
No.
Good
No,
stuff.
absolutely nothing, mate. Absolutely nothing.
Fantastic news. We'll check the comments. There's a wee bit of fisticuffs in the comments. Epic Daniel's asking if anyone's got an early winner for the Champions
Bayern Munich.
Yeah, Bayern Munich. I am backing Bayern to the core.
Any other one? Any advance in Bayern Munich?
Liverpool can challenge them. Sorry, Callum. When you go, mate.
I'm going to say, just to be different, PSG. Because I like Neymar.
Okay.
I think he's a gimp.
Maybe he is. But I fucking like him, alright?
Okay then.
PSG had a half chance there. It was Moise Kean that got the ball on the edge of the box. And Moise Kean's been really good tonight, actually.
Yeah.
He had a shot from outside the box and he was unlucky. It just went over the bar. So it's still 1-0, but it's been all end-to-end again.
Plato, do you have a sort of favourite for the Champions League apart from your beloved Liverpool?
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased inevitably, but yeah, I think obviously Bayern look good again. They still look really, really well balanced despite losing Thiago, and obviously it looks like they might be losing Alaba at the end of this season. But yeah, wouldn't obviously count against City because obviously them and as a club, Guardiola really want to get their hands on it. But obviously seem to have. I don't know. I'd be interested to know what you lads think. Do you think it's just been a case of them kind of overthinking it in like the quarters and other in sort of the latter stages in recent years? It seems to have been just kind of not.
Was that sorry? City?
Yeah, City. Yeah.
Definitely the case last season against Lyon. Like they changed their entire game plan to versus Lyon, which is a madness. To be fair enough, if it was against the likes of Bayern Munich or a team just as big or better than them, but like against Lyon, with their usual tactics, they should have beat them. But yeah, Pep's definitely an
100%.
overthinker.
I think. Sorry, go on, Ben.
You go. Sorry, Fraser, mate.
I was going to say, like, obviously, like, Man City looked like they were going to be banned from the Champions League, and I think that kind of maybe spurred them on. But as you said, Callum, like, against Lyon, they were very, very poor.
The penalty for Leipzig here. They've just went to VAR to check it for a handball, and it is a penalty to Leipzig, so it's Forsberg, which is literally a way to step up to take it. There we go. And it's 2-1 Leipzig into the bottom left-hand corner. Game on.
Oh,
what I was going to say about City then, I think with City, they thought they were in the semi-finals before they already were. And you can't do that. Lyon are a good side. You saw that. And De Bruyne I think it was De Bruyne who got the equaliser. But they were without Aguero as well. So they were putting balls in the box, but there was nobody there to like knock it in, and the game plan was just all wrong. But this year, Pep's happy with his squad depth. If you look at the squad depth now, they've got Ferry and Torres coming. Jesus is back fit. So they might have more of a chance this year, but you can't beat Bayern Munich. Haven't lost a game in this competition since 2 seasons ago. So Bayern Munich for me, comfortably.
Thank you, Ben. Other comments? I do not agree with this at all. By the way, Cal, just said.
Fuck off, Rory.
Stumps from press conference.
Joseph Coyle, I attended every stream and I got legendary status because of it.
Well, we never gave you that, so I don't know where you pulled that from.
Lads, I've just literally shot myself. Literally, I was just rewatching the game after speaking to you. A firework went off and just shut me up. So, yeah,
perfect.
He's got the wrong date. Firework night tomorrow.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just a Leipzig.
Remember.
That seems scored.
Yeah. So they're a bit like Krasnodar in front of goal tonight. They're on fire now.
Chance for you. Oh, Ronaldo's put it past the post. Good chance for Ronaldo. He's missed the target. The veteran.
Cheers.
Aye. Ferencvaros gave that away in defence. Oh, that was very poor. They pretty much played a through ball to Ronaldo. He should have squared it to Morata. Of course, Morata doesn't say anything because it's Ronaldo. If it's the other way about, Ronaldo would be killing Morata, telling him day in, day out that he should have passed it, but he didn't. And put it past the post.
Cheers. Any update now, Stevie, at Stamford Bridge?
No, I think this is just going to fizzle out. And then 3-0, to be honest with you. Chelsea just keeping the ball comfortably. And Rennes do what you would expect, sitting back with 10 men, just trying to, if they can get a consolation goal in the counter, but not boring as ever, but Chelsea cruising.
We'll go to James now for it's still 1-0 at Barcelona. Any change?
It is. Messi about 2-3 minutes ago just had a really, really good free kick clawed out of the top corner by the goalkeeper. He couldn't have really put it much further in the top corner in fairness to him. But yeah, apart from that, over the last few minutes it's been relatively quiet. So Dynamo Kyiv still hanging in quite well. And I'm sure they'd have taken sort of 1-0 on the hour, so that then they can potentially bring on subs and look to break that bit more often.
Yes, Plato. Frazqwandro, any change at Belgium? No, absolutely not.
Absolutely none. I think it's going to be like as Stevie says at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be a game that fizzles out. But yeah, there is one team in control, and it is Dortmund.
It's a shame we didn't cover Mönchengladbach last night, because
Joseph would have been buzzing.
It certainly didn't fizzle out there, did it?
I mean, we've been blessed. I mean, the German teams have been absolutely fantastic in this game week. I mean, Leipzig are winning. Dortmund are winning. Mönchengladbach and Bayern both scoring 6.
The sort of German football coming back again after it sort of fizzled out over the last couple of years. They seem to have came back with a vengeance now, which is good to see.
I think so, mate. And I was looking, it's Hans-Dieter Flick's 1-year anniversary yesterday in the Bayern job, and he's only lost 4 games in a year, and he's won 5 trophies. I think Yeah, Bayern are very much, the team to beat in European football. But yeah, they're carrying the German league with them, not just doing it on their own.
The thing is, somebody, I can't remember who it was, said that PSG will potentially win the Champions League this year. Leipzig have played them off the park at times tonight in terms of their footballing ability. So even though PSG have maybe had the ball a bit more, Leipzig have been a lot more clever with it and a bit more clinical. So hence the reason they're winning.
I think as well, to touch on that, guys, if you're a young emerging talent, the best country to play in at the minute is Germany, I think.
Absolutely.
The amount that they bring through.
Go for Juventus. Morata with a brace. It's a lot better than his first one. Good play by Juventus. Down the right. Got passed into the mid. No, down the right. Cuadrado gave it on to Ronaldo. He then played it into the middle. Dummy by McKennie. The Welsh. Is he Welsh or English? McKennie.
It's American.
Is he?
American.
Yeah.
Right. He's some English speaker anyway. He dummies it and Morata curls it beautifully into the top corner. 2-0.
2-0 Barca as well.
All right. Tell us about it, James.
PK header. Really good header. One you'd expect him to score, in fairness. Crossing from the left. We'll have a look at the replay to see who it was. I think it might have been Batty who put it in. But yeah, found PK perfectly, and he just flicked a header into the bottom right corner. Yeah, it was Batty. Great ball in, and PK just helped it on, and nothing the keeper could do, really.
Yeah, PK certainly enjoying his Champions League match a lot better than he did the last time he played in Champions League after getting sent off in game week 1.
That was me in that game.
I sure did. He certainly missed the last week's game against Juventus because of it. Seeing the comments again, Joseph Coyle saying German football is ascending, other side of the spectrum, Spanish football is crumbling.
A fair comment that's a fair comment.
Yeah.
Real Madrid are you've seen Real Madrid. I don't even know what's happened to them in the Champions League. They just don't seem to be the force that they once were. And that, that spell when they won 3 in a row, recently, they're just a shadow of them former selves. And Barcelona's mentality just seems to be way off the boil when it comes to the European football now. I think it's because they're obviously talking about this European Super League, and it's kind of telling UEFA fuck off kind of thing.
The thing is to expand on that as well. Real Madrid have never been any different. They've always bought in players, but I think that what they've bought in has just been absolute dog shit. But Barcelona, they brought through their own players for a number of years, like you've got Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, Busquets, Piqué, even to an extent. But there doesn't seem to be any new players coming through Barca's academy just now, and there hasn't been for about the last 6-7 years. So,
it's a well-respected institution, the Barcelona academy, and they need to be continuing to bring players through to continue that reputation.
They've got the boy Ansu Fati that's just came through, but in terms of the last sort of 6-7 years, they haven't brought anyone through.
Aye. Pedri as well. Is Pedri from the youth system?
Yeah. Aye. But again, that's a fairly recent thing. So they've gone back to the roots, which is they should never have stopped doing that.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So
I get that. On Fraser, what you said about how they dominate and they won 3 in a row. Do you lads think Bayern Munich could do that? Could you think they could win, do you think, 2, 3, maybe 4 in a row?
It's hard to tell at this early stage. I know Bayern are absolutely romping it at the moment, but you don't know. You've got Liverpool, Man City, PSG, even Dortmund to an extent. They're all good teams, so it'll be interesting to see. It's far too early to tell.
They might not even win it this year,
I think Liverpool's depth this year.
I'd wait until, obviously, I think Bayern will definitely, they're very much on course to get through the last 16. I'd wait to see who they get in the last 16 before, see who's in the last 16 with them as well before you start painting the picture of who's going to make it to the final.
Sevilla's just hit the bar. I think the keeper saves it. A ball to the back post. And again, it was sweetly. The keeper saves it onto the bar. Sevilla had 2 or 3 big chances. Krasnodar, as you'd expect, sitting back, letting him have the ball. got into kind of a 5-4-1 shape or a 4-5-1 and just basically said, break us down, you've got 10 men. And again, the fullback for Sevilla is really covering Navas' space. It's ball in again, parried on by the goalkeeper. Hit, deflected, and out again. Unlucky Seville on top.
Been a couple of changes here, Goggsy. Kovacic, Giroud and Emerson have come on for Chilwell, Abraham and Kante, and Rennes made a double as well. Terrier coming off for Doku, and Nzonzi is come off to be replaced by Clement Grenier.
That's a name from the past. Sorry, Grenier. I think FIFA 14-15. I think he was a.
It's Leon.
He's the one. He was team of the year,
Team of the year. But anyway, we've got a few more comments in before I go to someone else. Jason Taberner says, great stream, lads. Got the official commentary on mute with you lot on instead. Thank you very much. Alfred says, do you think Chelsea can win the UCL?
No.
I don't think that. I think any team that needs to win the Champions League needs to have a strong defence. And I think that's where Chelsea just come up a bit short for me. I think they're good middle to front, but at the back I think they're still a bit suspect. I know they brought in Thiago Silva, but they don't have enough there for me.
Thiago Silva.
Thiago Silva's not really got the legs for it anymore, in my opinion. I think that was a very much of a rush job in terms of trying to just search for a centre half that has been there, done it, and can actually try and carry them all the way through the sort of current stage of the season.
Yeah, for the club.
I mean,
for the club like Chelsea, it was a cheap option, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, no disrespect to Frank Lampard. I think he's a good manager, but I don't think, I think it's a bit too early for him in his managerial career to be targeting like the Champions League. I think he's probably going to, he's going to have to target like domestic silverware before he goes.
Yeah, you're right.
And challenges for like a Champions League.
Had it been me though, I'd have thrown the checkbook at Upamecano of Leipzig.
He's a very good manager. Very good manager.
To be fair, Moise Kean has made him look bang average tonight. So, yeah. I think Moise Kean, with the problems that he had at Everton with Duncan Ferguson and all the rest of it, he's really proven himself. He's having a really good game tonight, and Upamecano's not getting near him. So,
you seem to get that quite a lot. Like players that can't really cut it in it or aren't playing at their best in the Premier League, they're sort of going to the other leagues in the Big Five, and they're certainly doing a lot better because you've had Moise Kean, you've had Choupo-Moting go from Stoke to PSG and now Bayern Munich as well.
Gnabry as well.
Serge Gnabry is the big one, the really big one.
Can I make a comment? When you go.
I don't even think it's like that they're not good enough for English football. I think it's just the English teams don't have any patience for them. I just think they play them in a couple of games and think, oh, he's a young player, we'll just kick him out to go somewhere else.
It's a red card for PSG here. Second booking for Idrissa Gueye. Remember I said earlier on how he was lucky to get away with a booking earlier. Well, it's going to hit him here because the second booking he's got was never a booking. So he maybe should have been off in the first half anyway, but yeah, he's been sent off now regardless.
Touching on what Callum said there, totally agree. Strikers need a manager that has confidence in them, especially at a young age. I think going to Everton, you've seen the game that he came on. Moise Kean came on at Old Trafford, getting hooked off after being on for about 5 minutes. What does that do for the boys' confidence? And I think they were playing him out of position as well.
Yeah,
he seems to be playing through the middle tonight, and he's been playing through the middle for them with the absence of Mbappe and Neymar. And he's reaping the rewards. He's scoring goals. He's flying. He's confident. It just shows you what a difference it makes.
If I remember, they did this kind of like analysis on Monday Night Football, and he played him on the left, and then he moved him to the right, and he was on for 22 minutes, and they were talking about his work rate. That's why he came off. But you can see what Duncan Ferguson said why he brought him off. He said he just wanted to bring a striker off, and he was like the furthest off the pitch, but. Like, you 1-1, take another striker off who's been on the whole game. Do you know what I mean? Don't take a striker who's on fresh and maybe a DCL or a Charleston might not be able to run onto something on a loose ball and hold it up. Key might because he's got fresher legs. But he's thriving at PSG. He did well last weekend when he got a win. Who did he play that week? They played Istanbul, and he did well. But Everton, he's only on loan now, isn't he?
Is he?
I think he's only on loan.
I think so. I'll try and have a look.
Rotating's a weird one, though, isn't it? Like,
it's not just the manager that needs to have confidence in a player, though. It's the fans as well. But the fans are very far too quick to shift onto a foreign player's back. As big club that they are, Liverpool fans are generally extremely patient with players that are coming from countries and all that. You tend to find that because Liverpool have had to wait so long for a league that they they're more patient with players that are trying to be a part of that.
2-1.
Well, James, tell us about the Dynamo Kyiv goal.
Again, good break from them. In fairness, it has been coming. Ter Stegen again had to make what probably is 5th good save, really good save of the evening. But this one, unfortunately, he could only parry away, flipped effort at the near post, and then it was the captain who put it in. I'll just check who it was who put it in. Sigankov who put it in, and he timed his arrival at the back post just in time because Stegen didn't really parry it out that far, so he was about to grab it, but he beat him to it, and they've been good value for that Dynamo Kyiv in fairness.
Go!
Can hear the echo.
Seville are back in it. It's 2-2. A mistake at the back. The 15 pounces like a leap pulls it past the goalkeeper. It's Yusuf Ensari. It's his first shot, first goal. Very good goal. 2-2. 21 minutes to play. Can Seville go and get a winner?
Interesting.
That is the big question.
Oh, go on.
Can Seville get a winner? That was the question.
Yeah, that was the big question.
Right. I thought you were coming in with something else there, Callum.
No.
Kurt Zuma's picked up a solid one here, Gogs. The ball's crossed in, and as he's cleared it, Billy Joe has volleyed him right in the groin. And Chelsea have already made 4 subs. Thiago Silva just come off to be replaced by Antonio Rudiger, so Frank Lampard might be forced into a 5th change. He's got Piquet Tomori on the bench. Pikayo, sorry, got there in the end. So he might need to make that sub.
Yeah. So, back on that Sigankov boy for Dynamo Kyiv, he's been a couple of good goals.
Goal, aye. What's just happened, man? Ferencvaros, right back's just, I don't know, he's lobbed it back to his keeper, like a proper dodgy ball in the air. Keeper's failed to control it and Dybala's just tapped it in. That's a madness. Ferencvaros just passing it around the back. He lobs it back to his keeper, takes a skid off the surface and miscontrols it. Dybala taps it in.
So I'm sort of getting the sort of Schmeichel mistake vibes. It wasn't
really his fault, to be honest. It was a really poor back pass.
Oh.
It was a rotten back pass. I don't know why he done it.
Fair enough.
He will sleep the night.
So we've got now at least 3 goals in every game.
2 nights in a row.
Wow.
So we got 7 there.
11, 14, 17, 23 goals.
Nick will be proud of that match skills, lads. Well done. Seville here, lads, have got a chance to get a cross in. It's Rakitic over. 72 minutes. Chance to cross. It's a good one. Headed on. Off the post. In. It's in. Seville got a third.
Yes.
Come on. 3-2. The bet might be back on. One more. Kept it. Forget that you lead it. We need another. It was a great ball in. It was a wonderful ball. It goes. I think it takes the header on. Hits the post. And the rebound. The keeper tries to claw it. But it goes in the top corner. Seville. 3-2, lads. One more.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 3-2 to Sevilla.
Bro, take a breath, man.
I just have a can of Vimto.
I'm not going to do your voice any favours at all.
It'll help.
That's N Naziri with the third goal for Sevilla.
Oh, damn.
Comeback trail.
Jude Bellingham's on for Borussia Dortmund, as we were saying about young players going abroad to develop. There's an example of one.
Yeah. It's Tyler Adams. Is he from UK as well?
He's American as well, actually.
Well, he's just came on for Leipzig.
It's a great chance for Giroud there. So there was terrible defending by Rennes. They've given the ball away straight to Ziyech in the middle of the field, and he's picked it up, threaded a through ball to Giroud. He's ran through one on with the goalkeeper. Tried to do what Mane and Jota done last night and dink it over the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper's managed to save it with his legs. Still 3-0.
Thank you. We'll go to Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Roscoe.
I knew it'd be me.
What's happening?
So game's still 2-1 Leipzig. Again, this game's just been an absolute cracker. Both teams have really gone for it tonight. The tackles flying in. If anybody's got booking points on their accumulator, there's been about 3 bookings each team, and there's been a red card as well. So yeah, really good game. PSG obviously down to 10 men. So I don't know. I struggle to see them getting back into it, but you never know.
Thank you, Roscoe. Callum, anything else happening in Hungary?
No, since the third goal, you've been making a couple changes, but nah, game's done and dusted away by.
Yeah. We're going to look at some more comments. Jason says, I support Everton and do wonder how much getting yeeted after 20 minutes affected Keane's confidence. I have doubts about his attitude rather than his ability. Well, to be fair, he's a bit of a pattern merchant, isn't he? After what he did in Juventus a couple of years ago, answering back to the racist chants. And was it Udinese?
Nah, I think you're right. I think it was Udinese.
Yeah, certainly answered back to the critics there. I think he does a lot of that though, but quite well. He certainly doesn't take any stick sitting down. Josh Smith says James knows what he's talking about. Need him on more often. There you go, lads.
Oh, thank you very much. 5 is in the post, mate.
That's you definitely not getting paid for last night then, Josh. I was going to pay you well as well. Nah, I'm kidding on.
Yeah, Angus Shan saying hello, Roscoe.
Hi, Angus.
I think you've got a fan, mate.
That's it, aye.
Aye, so Josh Smith also says thinks that Moise Keane needs good players around them.
It won't get any better than PSG. I mean, Bayern, PSG, of course, Champions League runner-up, and of course the reigning French champions. So yeah, they'll definitely have good players in abundance.
Yeah. They talked about questioning his work rate at Everton. In terms of work rate, he's been absolutely spot on tonight as well.
See, that's what happens when you get a good couple of performances. You start to actually play a lot better, and he's starting to reap the rewards finally. Hopefully, if he is actually on loan from Everton, he'll replicate that in the Premier League. Ross, how is Sabitzer? Been aware? I'm aware that it's a weird question. It's because I've got him in my UCL fantasy.
So you've got him in your fantasy team. In terms of a fantasy team, he's probably not going to get a lot of points tonight because he's not really been involved in any of the goals or the assists. But having said that, he's actually had a good game. You can tell he's a really talented footballer. So, but in terms of fantasy football, he might not be getting you many points tonight.
Yeah. Archie Meldrum says, why so many views? Well, I'm the host and we've got 6 games on, so we've got a panelist for every game to cover.
Because he does what he fucking wants, right?
Listen at this though. Moise Keane had been at Everton for 2 seasons and scored only 4 goals. And he's been at PSG for 4 games and he's scored 4 goals already. So, but he is on loan at PSG, which is quite strange.
I do reckon you could probably put anyone up top for PSG and they would bang goals in. Like the amount of service that they would get would be like, they would get so many chances every game. Yeah.
Here's a question: if he scores like 20 odd goals for PSG this season, will Everton take him back or will they cash in?
Oh, that's a good question.
I wonder if obviously it's a loan deal. I wonder if there's an optional fee in there
to make it permanently.
Yeah, I wonder if there is. But
remember when they done that with Mbappe? They took Mbappe on loan from Monaco in his final year, and then like Mbappe basically impressed enough to actually like for them to buy. But I think there was a option to buy at the end of that.
No, that was a mandatory one though. That wasn't a case of it was like optional. It was mandatory. So regardless of how he done, PSG had to sign him for X amount of money, and it was just to avoid the financial fair play. Yeah. It's a loophole in that financial fair play.
To be honest, see out the rest of his contract.
I think it's just cheating. So
it's a sort of loophole on how to cheat the sort of financial fair play.
Yeah.
So all the big teams do it.
Yeah.
Motherwell.
I wish.
Experts.
Yeah. Josh Smith says Edouard Mendy looks really comfortable already in goals for Chelsea. Where did they get him from?
Rennes, funnily enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we all know the last goalkeeper that who we missing?
Stevie didn't like that.
All right, okay. I was going to say, we all know who the last goalkeeper that Chelsea got from Rennes and how successful he was at the club. Peter Cech.
Oh my! 4-0. Keepers, right? He's had an absolutely howler of this one. Dybala has just been gifted 2 goals since he came on. Keeper, he just tries to pass it out. Dybala gets interception, holds on to it a bit, and then he shoots. Keeper kind of saves it, bounces up. Comes back down off the bar. Defender tries to clear it and fires it into his own net.
Oh, for goodness sake! So is that going to be an own goal then, or is it?
Let's see. It's kind of. I don't know. It's hard to see because this angle will tell you if it's going in or no. Because it came after. I don't know. It's hard to see. You can't really see a clear angle of whether it was going in. It might have been going in before the defender put it back in. It's 4-0 regardless.
It does say in flash scores here that it is Dybala's goal, but sometimes it's an own goal for the Cable says, how good is Choupo-Moting's agent? Definitely up there with one of the best.
Has Ronaldo scored tonight? Josh is asking.
No,
he's not. Morata and Dybala both with braces. Their teeth aren't very good. Let's move on.
See, that's a good question as well. So, if 2 players get braces, right, and then they both eventually get hat tricks, who gets the match ball?
For me, it should be the highest rated player.
For me, it should be whoever got it in the quickest time.
Yeah, me too. Whoever scores hat trick first, basically.
No, in the quickest time. So if I scored it in
the first to second, first to third.
So if I went 10, 17 and then 32, but Ben, you went 22, 24 and then 26. There's only 6 minutes between yours, but then there's 15 between mine.
That's a busy first half, mate. That was 6-0.
Just dreaming here, just dreaming, fantasy land.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a game where both players are going a hat trick each, so I'm sure there'll be an answer out there.
That's another good one. Rock, paper, scissors. That's how the real men tell differences.
Excuse my Wi-Fi.
Don't worry about it. Here's a question: do you think Celtic will get out their tough group?
Nope.
No.
Who have they got tomorrow? Oh, Prague. Bruh.
On the Nazis. I will not say that again.
Oh, right.
Then.
That's Sparta Prague, by the way.
Yeah.
They're all Nazis.
Just to say, it's gone down as an own goal for the Ferencvaros defender.
Right.
So that concludes any confusion. So it's 4-0 to Juventus.
85 minutes, and Emmanuel Bonaventura, aka Dennis, just came off.
Oh.
Just turn the game off. Right?
Quite apt, given we've just had an Ace Ventura reference, isn't it, to be fair?
I can just remove the...
All right.
I
would like to formally apologise for that.
No.
You are doing so well. You are doing so well, James.
Who has seen any of the Pet Detective films?
Jim Carrey at his peak.
Indeed.
Rennie just had a goal disallowed, but it was miles offside, Gogsy.
Aye.
They've had a shot for the end of the box and it's been poked in by Doku at the back post, but he's about 2 years offside.
I just saw that boy was just basically walking back on the pitch and he just thought he'd put the ball out for a goal anyway. Mendy just pulled off a really good save. Right, cheers, Josh, for the spoiler.
Well, I've just seen the replay of the save there. Josh, my Wi-Fi was gone. It's like a shot for the penalty spot, and it's pretty comfortable for him because it's really central to the goal, and he's just parried it out. So
Aye, it's one for the cameras, mate. It's nothing special.
Aye.
I think he is the solution to Chelsea's goalkeeping problem.
Tell you what, I watched him at Old Trafford. I thought he had a really good game when they played against Manchester United, and he's not had much to do tonight. But when he has had something to do, like there, for example, he's done it. So it's a good start for him. And he's definitely a better goalkeeper than Kepa, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Kepa's mind's been gone since that. Remember the whole Sarri trying to take him off like before the penalty shootout, and he's like, no. But, like, I mean, if you actually look into it, why Sarri wanted to take him off, I mean, it's to get Caballero on, who's experienced in penalty shootouts and has obviously played for Man City. So
he saved 3 against Liverpool in a League Cup final a few years back, so you can see why he wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. That's another reason as well, James. Yeah.
Apparently,
Krasnodar just had one off the line, a good ball. Again, it was a good header. The keeper came to punch. The defender for Sevilla got it away. And again, unlucky. Could be 3-3. This game's been like a basketball game. It probably should be about 8-4 to Seville.
Wow.
It's a pure
That's the
basketball
first time I've
game,
heard that reference. It should be like a basketball game. Usually you say it's like a cricket score, but not basketball.
Well, it's one way, then one another, then one way, one another. It should be like a One Direction song, because that's what this game is. End to end.
Bloody hell, where did you get this guy?
Where did you get that? Other comments, Loudmouth's not here tonight. He's away doing other things.
Justice for Loudmouth.
Wonder who comments that.
If 2 players get a hat-trick, then both get the match ball because usually they use more than one ball each game.
See, that's the easy answer, but we're not accepting that.
That's too easy. That's a cop-out. Especially if one of the balls gets punted into a neighbour's garden. I mean, you're not getting that in a hurry.
Aye, but like imagine you're playing like Sunday League. Sunday League, you only have the one ball, Aiden. So think about that. Think about it that way.
Gets it. And if it's a draw, whoever get the hat trick first.
Oh yeah, Alistair there is asking me how the book is going. Yeah, Sefco the banter yours is going very well. Thank you very much, Alistair. Also, yeah, Mad Vlad in the Lithuanian Revolution is also going very well. We've decided, because of the good guy that I am, we're going to dedicate that book to the late great Marius Zaliukis, who was in around at that time, you know. So yeah, very good, Alistair. Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. Well pitched, Liz.
Knowledge. Right now.
I keep a straight face whenever you say that.
Sorry, it's just plugging, mate. Just plugging.
21 attempts to 6 here, by the way.
Really?
All attempts for Krasnodar have mostly come from set pieces, and they have been kind of big chances. But 21 to 6, and it's 3-2. So this game's not killed off, you know, and I think there's going to be another goal in this game.
Oh,
Much love, Alistair.
It's 4-1. 4-1. Go for Ferencvaros.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of low cross drilled into the box. I'm not sure who it is. Can't I say I watch Ferencvaros on the weekly and ken their players. But they get the first ball. Keeper Szczesny saves it, comes back to him, and it is Frank Bolly. Don't think he's Hungarian. Puts it into the back of the net, and I did say 4-1 at the start of the game.
Well done.
Finished yet?
I mean, it's no. Yeah, exactly. It's no finished, but a few minutes to go.
Yeah. So. Ferencvaros with a very negative goal difference at the moment to -7, but of course that's to be expected. The Champions League proper. Cable says, do you think Motherwell will get a club again? Yes, but not this season.
If I'm playing Football Manager.
If I play Football Manager, I'm getting higher than that. Just saying, it's a humble brag. That's what Google says. I just looked it up. Well, I just did maths, mate. That's it.
Well, we're just being awkward then. Injury time here and
Check what Bing says. All right.
Yeah.
Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves, ask Bing, and then ask Alexa for the final.
I'll tell you who.
PSG. I've been quite quiet over the last 20 minutes because people have been talking about other things, but PSG have been really piling on the pressure onto Leipzig, and Leipzig just seem to be hitting them on the break, and PSG are only keeping like 2 players back, and they somehow seem to be holding it. But no, it's still 2-1.
Cheers, Roscoe. Anything else happening, Ben?
Nothing, mate. Blocked to the wall for Seville. Krasnodar just at the shop. Blocked. Out again. And it's gone out for a free kick. The referee's gone over. The Seville player's gone down. Krasnodar players are moaning like a woman. So, yeah, it's a free kick. 9 minutes of coaching. 5 or 6 minutes added on, I'd suspect.
I've got some bad news here. I've got another 3 minutes of this game. 3 minutes added on. But no, I'll tell you who really has impressed me. Jorginho in the middle of the park. He's not really done anything fancy, but he's just kept Rennes quiet and bossed the midfield. His pass completion rate, I'd like to see that at the end of the night because he's been pretty impressive.
Yeah. Nappers, what are you having to eat at the moment? I'm intrigued. I was watching. I was like, what's he eating?
Have a guess, lads. If you get it right, I'll do a giveaway.
Chocolate orange.
Channel.
Give us a clue.
Oh, have a guess.
Chocolate orange.
What is it? It's not crisps because it's.
What category is it?
Yeah, what category?
What category? You got to say category.
Crisps. Types of crisps.
Chocolate orange.
Snack you get.
Chocolate orange.
Chocolate flavoured crisps.
What about cheese and onion squares, mate?
No.
Monster Munch.
What's it?
Quavers.
Cheesy waskets.
Skips.
Pringles. Oh.
Wait, what was it?
Stuff?
Oh, pork scratching. Brilliant.
Show us again.
Things to eat because they're so loud and you've got to eat like that.
Show us again. I didn't see it.
Mr. Pokey.
Another red card for PSG. Comparing second booking. I think it's just because Poulsen was basically clean through and he had to take him out. So, took one for the team there.
Borussia Dortmund have finished.
Full time.
So full time with Callum and Frazqwandro.
Barcelona done as well.
Yeah, full time with Barcelona. So we'll start going round the full times. We'll go to Plato first. What's your overall thoughts on the Barcelona Dynamo Kyiv game?
Really good game. Sort of more closely thought than closely fought. Sorry, get the pronunciation right. Than I'd have thought it would have been, really, especially after the first sort of 10-15 minutes. It looked like it was just going to be one-way traffic, and Dynamo Kyiv were potentially going to, it was just going to be a case of sort of damage limitation in moments, but they stuck in quite well and then gradually sort of began to get themselves out and started creating chances. And as I said, Staten had to make 4 or 5 really good saves at least. So there's certainly plenty of encouragement that Dynamo Kyiv can take from it. But yeah, Barca obviously put themselves in a really good position now, like 9 points out of 9. So they win the reverse fixture over in the Ukraine in 3 weeks when it's the international break. Then that should pretty much see them through, you'd have thought. So that's a big tick, big sort of box tick for Koeman.
Yep, thank you very much. We'll go to Knapman next.
Hello, right.
Still going on in Seville.
2:40 and 4 added on. Krasnodar having a go. The ball's been pumped in. Header over the bar. But Seville have been superb. 2-0 down. 10 men. VAR decision's gone against him. Remember, early on, he should have had a penalty. Was given against him. Then a penalty at the other end. Red card. 2-0 down. 7 points now. A good point at Chelsea. Beat Rennes and now beat Krasnodar. Again, good character to come back. Looks like they'll probably qualify as second, in my opinion. The other two look like to be the whipping boys of the group. But Krasnodar can take a lot of positives from this. Obviously, being 2-0 up, it's never good to lose a game. But 3-2, good win. 40 seconds remain. And very, very good game. And I'm glad you didn't give me bloody Olympiacos against Marseille with 1 goal in it again, like you did last time, you slimy little slime.
Slimy little slime.
Thank you. We'll go to Frazqwandro now for Club Brugge against Dortmund.
Aye, 3-0 Dortmund. But it was a boring game in that second half. Fizzled out. But it makes that group very interesting. I mean, Dortmund are top on 5, but then Lazio are on 4. So they two play each other sometime in December. So that's going to be an interesting game. See who can win that. But that was a very boring game.
Yeah.
Not one I would want to watch.
So it was sort of Hunger Games worthy for the second half.
It could have been, but I thought I'd be professional.
Yes, very professional evening this sort of week anyway. Callum, we'll go over to you for the game in Hungary.
Yep, 4-1 to Juve. At 1-0 it was fairly contested, but then Juve got the second goal, and then Ferencvaros just gifted them the next two. Got a goal in the last 5 minutes, but a game, and the damage was done to them. So that was 4-1. Prediction right, not too bad. Didn't have a line on it, so means for nothing.
That's a shame. We'll go to Roscoe next for Leipzig against PSG.
Yeah, so finished 2-1 Leipzig. First half was a really, really good first half. Two teams definitely going for the win. So I think in terms of the full-time result, PSG sort of piled on the pressure later on when Leipzig scored. However, Leipzig, they took their chances, and clinical teams tend to win games these days. So even though PSG had most of the chances tonight, Leipzig deserved the victory. They were more clinical. So opens the group wide open now. I think it's the tightest group out of them all, because obviously with Man United getting beat earlier. So I think the 2 points, or the two teams that are on the bottom are on 3 points, and the top two are on 6 points. So it's wide open and could go anywhere.
And we'll go finally to Stevie. What's your thoughts on against Rennes?
Fairly comfortable night for Chelsea tonight. Since they got the first penalty and Werner put it away, they were in cruise control really. But the big talking point of the game came towards the end of the first half. That sending off. If any's in the comments haven't had a chance to go and see it, go and have a look. It'll make you sick, because it's hit the guy's shin and then hit his hand. I don't know what the referee's seen. He's went over and looked at the screen, so it's not as if he's not had multiple views at it, and he's given it, and Chelsea go 2-0 up at the break. And then second half, it's just really cruise control for them. Apart from the one save that Mendy had to pull off with about 20 minutes to go. But touching on what Ben said, I think he's right. I think that'll be Chelsea and Sevilla safely through in this group. I think Chelsea would have preferred if Sevilla would have dropped points tonight. But they'll just need to win that game against Sevilla, the last one they've got left, to see who finishes top of the group.
And of course, before we go, I've got a couple of comments coming in. Of course, Ross County versus Livingston is going to have fans on Friday. Fans coming back into the game in the north of Scotland anyway.
What reduced capacity is that?
Sorry?
How many percent capacity is that?
300.
And what does the ground hold?
About 5,000.
So about 10. So just under about 10%, which is not too bad. But it's good to see fans back in.
It's more about
Is it?
6 or 7%.
Yeah, 7-8%. All right.
Right, your
bloody hell.
mathematician.
You've got your math skills today, haven't you? Bloody hell.
6,000. So what's that?
6,000.
5%. 5%.
Right. Lads, I'm not here for a bloody math lesson. I'm here to speak football. Right?
You want me to come down? You want me to come down to Fleetwood and say about you?
Yeah. I owe you a drink anyway soon, Fraser.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Keep your
I've got
words
2
on.
weeks to gain 400 subscribers.
No
Not
pressure.
happening.
No pressure, kid.
Everyone subscribe to Ben. His links in the description, as well as Callum and Stevie as well. A different view. And but before we wrap up quickly, we've got a couple more comments. Got to try and get everyone sorted in. Jason Taverner says, "Cheers, lads. The chapter Sevilla Krasnodar game was pure entertainment. Good job, mate."
Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that, considering all the nasty comments I got. That really hurt me, and I will delete tonight.
Okay.
But apart from that, anyway, guys, thank you very much to my co-hosts tonight. Roscoe, Ben, Frazqwandro, Stevie, James, and CSkill, and I've been your host, Gogsy99. You've been watching Pass the Mic. Thanks very much for watching, and take care. We'll see you tomorrow for the
Cheers, guys.
Drive safe.